Folks, welcome to your ZZZ special program post-show podcast. This is the second time we're hosting it, everybody.
I've been kidnapped.
You say that every time, man.
This is the truth.
You're still lying.
What are you talking about?
Josh sounds so disappointed. Like, bro, come on, stop saying that, man. You're gonna get me in trouble.
People are gonna believe it, man. People believe
anything. I got
days.
screenshots. I got receipts.
Welcome in, folks. We have a smorgasbord of amazing Zenless Zone Zero folk that you've seen around the interwebs. We are going to start introducing every single one of them. We're gonna. Why don't we go in order? We're gonna start with Age.
Sorry, that was a lot of energy. My name is Age. I play a lot of gacha games, Zenless Zone Zero, Star Rail, Hoyoverse, variety of gacha games, and glad to be here. Very excited because I love Zenless, and yeah.
All right, Az.
Hello, my name is Azrael Vanity. I do Zenless lore most of the time. I stream on YouTube and Twitch, and I have 10 minutes for this podcast.
10 minutes. Oh, damn.
I will speed my introduction. I'm Kana. I make content for Zenless. I stream and also make guides for it. Make shorts for it as well. And I was a last second I didn't even realize it was going to be so official. This is a last second introduction. My bad. Sorry. Yeah. That's me. I love Zenless too. I play maybe an unhealthy amount of gacha games too, but we can put that on the deal too.
Okay.
I'll high five you across as.
Oh yeah, we gotta. Is it this way? Is it this way?
It was an actual high five for me. You guys are next to each other for me.
Who's alphabetically next? EO.
Yo, wait, that's not my intro. Henshin a go baby. What's good, guys? Yoku here. I am just waking up, and I feel like we all know me by now. I feel like I'm like infamous at this point, whether that be good or bad. Hands in the air, hands in the air. But it is what it is. I'm here. Please don't shoot.
Oh my god.
I do Zenless stuff. I'm learning to casually enjoy the other games. So if you see me playing Genshin, which you will, that's why. If you see me playing Wuthering, which you will, that's why. But fun fact, I'm also learning to stop playing gacha games. So
I'm proud of you.
Can you teach me? Can you teach me? I need advice.
I can. All you need is a new addiction. I know that sounds crazy, right? Hear me out. But you need a healthier new addiction. Let's play some Marvel Rivals. Actually, you know what, Age? You ever play Monster Hunter?
Monster Hunter. Oh my god, my little brother has been trying to shill me on Monster Hunter for the past 2 years.
Let's play Monster Hunter. Get wilds. I think it's actually like $20 right now. It's gonna get wilds.
Oh.
Ooh. Or we just all peek.
We'll get you off of those gachas.
Yeah.
We'll get you on those real men that hunt monsters and eat dinosaur eggs or some shit.
Let's move over to Kate.
This will be this is our curve. Oh, okay.
Sorry. No. I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad.
Oh no. I was just saying, okay. We'll try to curb the addiction.
Marvel Rivals is a crazy first one though.
Hey man, listen, it's so good.
No,
it's
better
so
one
good.
is League of Legends. Obviously, you should go play League of Legends.
No, stop. You better stop.
Oh my god.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'll play that with you, but that's not a good addiction. That's a way worse.
I won't.
They just re-dripped Lucia.
Yeah.
With the
new redesign. With the new outfit and her voice is there. They just re-dripped her.
Oh my god, goofy, bro.
That's crazy.
Wait,
God
who's
damn.
You're next, Mr. Milkman.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm the Milkman. My community has given all the CCs milk names, aka that's why Age is the Nipple Nightmare. Yeah, it's a beautiful name.
We're doing intros today. We're doing intros for this podcast.
Hey,
I
don't
had
make
to
me
bring
get
that
the.
up.
Hey, don't make me get BB in here, the breast milk brawler. Don't make me do it.
What is she called?
She's the breast. BB is the breast milk brawler.
This happened off.
Wait a
mic.
minute.
This
No,
happened
no,
off
no,
mic.
no, 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 no.
Crazy name.
Okay.
That's a crazy
Okay.
There's-
name.
Okay.
Yes.
I was the only name that I could come up with that started with B's, so I came up with
Yeah, this is Az's fault.
Oh, it's
Az
Az's
came up
fault.
with
So
it.
you're the culprit.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's my
I
fault.
respect it. I respect
My
it, bro.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is
That's
BB actually
baller.
available? Because she ended. So if she's
I have no
available, we could
idea.
reach out. But
No idea.
Monka. This is a
Mm.
call
While you
out
guys
to
finish the
BB.
intros, I'll message.
Yeah.
But yeah, ZZZ content mostly. I am the Bukage, and yes, that does rhyme with the name that you think of. That was on purpose. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I'm just here. I got dragged in here, so let's do this.
Okay. Sir. Okay, Muzzy.
Okay,
that's
Milky.
right. I need to introduce myself. Okay, Milky. Stop with the okay, Milky stuff. Okay. So hey, I'm Muzzy. I actually was thinking about dropping the okay at the beginning, but anyway, hey, I'm Muzzy. I do guides. I do a lot of Zenless Zone Zero content challenge stuff. You probably saw some of my duo challenge clear videos. I also, love the run and bun stuff that Josh keeps doing. I participated in both of the editions of run and bun, so you probably heard my name somewhere there. And yeah, I also play an unhealthy amount, not of gacha games, but just ZZZ. Yeah, it's just ZZZ. I need to find something else to actually replace the addiction, as Io said. And
No,
yeah,
don't you
that's it.
guys know DNA is not gotcha anymore, guys? We can just
True, neither is Ananta.
Dude, you
Yeah,
There's
guys,
an
that's my
answer.
guys.
Yeah,
you
no
guys
more
were saying,
gacha.
yeah, you guys were saying you gotta find new gacha games, bro. Maybe they're just gonna keep like selling you the gacha games, but they're just not gonna be gachas. Like, are we saved if they just release the gacha formula, but there's just no gacha? Like, dude, maybe we don't need to cure ourselves. Hot take. Maybe it's maybe we're all cured already. Like, it is what it is.
True.
Yeah.
True. The industry is curing us.
Yes. They took matters into their own hands.
Okay.
Cool.
In the essence of time to allow Az some points to speak before you leave in the next 5 minutes.
5
minutes. Firstly, let's get
Wait, Josh, introduce
impressions.
yourself. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Hi. I'm Josh. Mr. Jshoea. Hello, folks. I do a bunch of content around ZZ. I too love ZZ. Honestly, this is sounding like anyways, yeah, I do a bunch of events, try to get people together. It's my favorite thing to do. Getting folks together, sing Kumbaya.
Yes.
That's what we do here. Yeah. Hey, folks. Yeah. Also, I have now established myself as a potential M6. Yeah, Shunguan haver. We'll see.
I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll be so
Ooh.
rude.
It's
Yeah,
Shunguan.
I don't.
Should be.
Right.
Shunguan.
Can we just call her Ye? Like,
Dude,
nigga.
I
Sister,
called,
yeah,
Dude,
sister,
dude,
yeah.
Dude, I called her elder sister, bro. I didn't even try to get like shot by like the people. Actually, if you go look at I just forget it, bro. Elder sister, it is what it is, bro. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. It's like Ningguang, Shunguang. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
Ningguang,
you're gonna- dude,
Shunguang.
Dude, you're gonna get canceled for saying her name. We can like, it's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it.
Yay, we can call her Yay. Yeah, however you want to spin it, or you can just call her the next Void Hunter. Hot take.
Yeah.
Hot take.
It's not a hot take. The mayor literally was asking her, so I would say.
All right, the lore
pretty much
guy.
been there.
Let's go.
All right,
You fucked me on the
good.
last patch with Isolde, okay? You fucked
What do you
me.
mean?
You fucked me.
I didn't do shit.
Wait,
Okay.
don't we?
It's your
I thought we
fault.
know all of the Void Hunters. Am I crazy?
Do
I thought
what?
we had.
I think we know the
them.
older ones, right?
We know the
Or-
old ones.
Oh,
We do not
there-
know the current ones.
Okay, yeah, I remember there was like that. Dude, they had that like random. Zenless had like that random teaser or whatever, where they had like a bunch of, or I think they like teased the old members. I had no. Dude, I'm no lore master, so I was really taken aback when you said she was a. Wait, that's the next Void character. That's gonna be
Yeah,
so
no, all
the
the
lore
people that she's are
teaser
dead as hell.
that was dropped a long time ago. Those were the very first set of Void Hunters, and that was during the start of Eridu, like old Eridu, the founding of the original Eridu. Now I will also clarify. Right now, Xingguang is not a Void Hunter. Because the voice line from the mayor was the mayor asking seemingly asking if she would take on the title. So instead of us seeing like him re-ask Yi Xuan, because obviously she already said no, then he's going to ask her, and then she'll probably say yes, and she'll be the next Void Hunter.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I'm just saying, she, you know, what's her weapon? It's the sword.
It's not the sword, but
another
it is a sword.
curse.
As it's the, you know, it could be the sword. It could be turning into the sword.
It's not the sword. I guarantee you, it is not the sword, but it is a sword.
No.
so
I'm
lost as
saying
a
it's
non-story
going to be
player.
the sword. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Are we arguing over swords?
Like the
I mean,
teased one, right?
there
They
is a-
said like the last patch or something. They said like, or during last live stream, there's a character that'll be teased in the future whose sword can't be like fully unlocked or something. That like, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it was very vague wording.
Yeah.
As they usually are. I guess it could like literally refer to anything, but I guess it would make sense for her.
Hey, but before Josh,
Yeah.
before we move on back to before he leaves, I got a very important question.
Yes.
Do I open this root beer, cherry soda, or cream soda?
Ooh.
Root beer's
And
gross.
with that, I
What?
take my leave.
Wait,
Goodbye,
before you leave,
No, come back,
us your
guys.
ranking. Give us your ranking of,
Come back,
the patch.
guys.
Your ranking.
I mean, it's looking pretty
special
good.
program.
I will say I am pretty upset that they didn't have a Lost Void story in there, because it was normally every other patch, and I've been itching for like Lost Void story because that's where we get the old Void Hunter lore and the Dark Wall lore. And it's not here again. We're supposed to have it last patch, so ideally next patch, and it's massive. But other than that, everything looks super sick. I'm really interested in Lucia's whole like gimmick of having like the transformer on her back and being able to summon ethereals. And also the fact that both of them can summon an ether veil, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
And also that Lucia domesticated a hottie. Whether it's a real one or she did it in the dreamscape, either way, very cool. So I'm excited. I mean, it looks very good. Rip old Lucia design. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later.
No, As, come back. No, As.
To leave for my 9 to 5. It's not an option. But I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bro is employed.
Yeah, I literally messaged like a couple of people, and then some people are being sponsored right now, so they can't join. And then like ALG is at work right now, so it's just So sorry, folks, we couldn't get everybody in, but you know we try our best. Especially it's a fucking Monday, okay? Like what this is a special case here.
Yeah,
It's a special case today.
I'm just upset because we had 7 people and that was the perfect number. Now it's 6. I'm gonna cry.
Folks, let's start from the top and kind of go through our first impression / our kind of like general grade overview of the special program.
I gave it,
or no, Kate, I guess. Sure,
Oh.
Kate. You know what? Fuck it,
oh,
Kate. Go for
are
it,
we
brother.
going in order? My bad. No, ladies first.
No,
that's fine.
go first. Go first.
No. Age.
No. You already
You have the
started.
honor. Look here, nipple nightmare. Wait, who's playing Persona music? What the fuck? Where'd
My
that come
bad,
from?
my
I
bad,
hear it,
that's
I
me,
hear it.
That's me.
No. Keep it up. Don't stop.
Okay. Well,
I gave it
I
an
didn't think about it.
8.5 out of Bang Boo. Oh my god, English is hard.
No,
I'm sorry.
go. You first.
Out of a bang boo.
What world do we live in? Blacks first. Okay. Anyways, 8.5 Bang Boos out of 10.
All right. All right, hey.
the-
I
thought you just wanted the rating.
I wanted like a
That's
little,
why-
a little just overview of why you gave the 8.5. Just a little overview.
Oh, because like the stream had way more content than I expected. I thought it was gonna be a short stream because some of ZZZ's live streams are very short, and some of them are longer. This was one of the longer ones. Like this was almost the same length as the 2.0 one. It was slightly shorter, but like I did not expect this long of a live stream with this much content. I thought it was just going to be a short one, but no. So because it like exceeded my expectations, I gave it an 8.5 bang boos out of 10.
Nice.
To be fair, last patch was like noticeably, like outside of the characters, it was like noticeably short. It was like a couple optimizations, and they were like reruns of the exact same event.
Yeah.
And there was like nothing new, like no skins, no nothing like special, which is kind of I mean, obviously, I guess like it is what it is. Everyone loves feet, and everyone loves like the clumsy dragon girl. But like,
hey, yo,
hey, allegedly, everyone,
Hey.
allegedly, everyone. My bad. Allegedly, of course. None of us.
Bro, people were
specifically.
clowning me saying that was a filler patch.
I think it depends on your definition of filler.
Even if
Depends on
it
your
was, that was a good filler seed story. If that's a filler patch,
Hey,
I'll tell you what.
it wasn't filler story. It was a filler patch.
True. I mean, yeah, I guess it depends then, like what your definition of filler is. I mean, I think playing gachas is a filler.
Real and true.
Very true.
But
Oh, okay. See, I thought this patch honestly was going to be filler because I wasn't sure if I guess what they were gonna do with Lucia and Yadhari's characters, since it kind of the way that they dripped them kind of felt like they were just dropping them as just take these characters after we already introduced the rest of Spook Shack. So I had no expectations of the stream, to be honest. I thought it was just going to be full filler, but I was impressed by the story. The story looks really good. There was actually a lot of content. There's the skins as well, and the events are also pretty new. And then yeah, it was a lot more than I expected as well. So I was also pleasantly surprised. So I would also probably give it like an 8 to 8.5 for a special program.
I would say that, so like I kind of alluded to it. I was like, I like Seed and Orphe, and like me personally, though I'm not necessarily able to play all the events, I do really appreciate when they like go out of their way to add new stuff. Like I was always so psyched about like them adding optimizations and like real meaningful changes to the game, which is like what they've really done, I think, for like basically everything, or for like every patch in Zenless. The story, I think, is obviously going to be a bit more interesting. I have had like a few concerns in the past with Zenless where like, though their story concept is not like riveting, it's normally like solid enough, so long as like it's not too long. And like I was only a little bit let down by like 2.0 because my god, that patch story was a little long for me specifically. But then like 2.1, 2.2, and even like 2.3, the stories were like pretty bearable lengthwise, and everything basically from this most recent patch hit on what I would have wanted from like a Zenless patch. Like again, they added the events, they gave a bunch of free goodies, which is just good for everyone, even if I'm just gonna wail regardless if I get it for free or not. Piper's concept of play, like the whole spinning thing, I think it's so funny to do that. However, I will say, like, in regards to Yadhari, I like one of the first characters I ever pulled for, ever got in a gacha game, was Hu Tao, and I was so miserable, like sitting below 50% health because my like OCD is like, dude, heal, like, dude, heal, like, just why are you like below 50? Like, even if that's the intended mechanic, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about her, even though she has like self-healing mechanics, but overall, I was going to give this patch honestly like a 9 rating. But because it's like basically a compensation for the last patch, I feel like I can't go any higher than an 8.
Okay.
Because it's like, yeah, it's like very good, but it's like, well, yeah, you like forgot to do your homework like yesterday, so now you have to do your homework for like today. Which to me is like, okay, it is what it is. They cooked the events. A lot of the events got changed, and they gave us a whole new event. It's not just like Arc Knights or TFT again for like, whatever, which I think is cool. But yeah, I have an 8 for this patch.
If you guys don't mind, I would usually like kind of round us out, but like I would love to follow up with some of those points with Kana, because honestly, that was almost my exact same thought process. I was giving it an 8,
Oh.
but the special program I give a 9 because more specifically, I loved the special program production. Like what? Like,
Oh
dude,
yeah.
it was so cool, and the the spooky vibes, the music to the special program. Honestly, it was one of the sleeper best special programs that was produced. Like just flat out.
It was really
Yeah.
creative with the concept too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like they do the sets a lot, but then this time they took it outside of the sets as well with the whole kind of found footage thing at the beginning, and then even just the transitions between the sections as well.
Yeah.
They stuck to the concept fully, which was really really neat.
As a final note, like basically everyone that watched the Zenless live stream, I feel like got something out of it. Like you either got a new character, you got a new skin, you like the production, like you like the story, new endgame mode. Like literally every single thing got checkmarked down the list. Like they literally ran through it. Like they just have on a dartboard. Like, you have 10 darts, you have to hit every single target, and like they did it. Sorry, not to
No, you're all good. You're all good.
Continue.
And even if you didn't like the stuff that's coming in 2.3, well, hey, they teach stuff in 2.4 and above. So like,
Exactly.
come on,
Yeah, exactly.
come on. Okay.
Right.
But those were my few points and my relative grade. Why don't we go to EO?
I feel like I have a mixture of everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd give it a 9, maybe like an 8. But that's just because, again, waking up. So like I still need to go through like all my notes and do a rewatch for it. Just because like there was so much information packed into this that I didn't expect to be put into this one. I came in here looking forward to like Lucia, obviously, and Yidhari and figuring out what they were gonna do. But then there's like more notes that I have, like the Vivian skin, the Minato skin. Like I didn't expect Sambi buffs, and they showed that off. And I'm like, all right, I'm super hyped. Like I'm really glad that I pumped a lot of disc material into my Sambi recently. With the new events, there's the Ethereal Chess event. They showed off the camera modes coming back. So I'm like, there's a lot they did in this actual live stream that I just wasn't expecting. But I want to talk about what Kana said just briefly with the Hu Tao thing. I was a Hu Tao main as well, but by choice and then by
We all were.
It was by choice, and then after so long, it became by force. Like no one else was getting built. You know what I mean? Like he was just always the one. Like, all right, just charge attack, boom, it's dead. And with Yidhari, it combines my I guess my play style, my love for Hu Tao, but it's also Hammer for Monster Hunter. And I'm not a Hammer main, but I will bash the crap out of something. So you know what I mean? Like, but Yidhari, I'm really excited for. Lucia, I'm disappointed in. But I don't think it's her fault. I think it's just she's weird. I got to get my hands on her. But overall, like when we start getting into the nitty gritty of everything, like this is an 8.5. But I could easily see that, like you guys are giving it a 9. I could easily see it going up to a 9.
Yeah, when we experience everything, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Not
My
even
rating was
the
just for the
experience
special.
it, just like after I go back and rewatch it, because there was a lot to unpack there.
Like it was like super early for all of you all, so yeah, I can understand that like processing all this information because it's a really long one is going to take a while. So yeah,
especially since I didn't know any of that information before, because how would I have known, of course, about anything, of course. But Muzzy, to round us out, what grade did you
I'll try to be
slide?
like a shorter on my reveal. I don't want to drag this for too long. I giving a 9 out of 10. Like genuinely, I was like really surprised by the quality. Kite mentioned that was not expecting to be a longer stream. I was actually expecting to be a longer one because when it's a shorter one, they always post the teaser for the live stream with like a Bangbu interviewing like 2 other chibi characters instead of the actual arc.
Oh, you're right.
I'm be honest. Be honest. Like every single time that is a 30-minute stream, they post like the Mr. Bangbu with the other character they're going to release. That's how it works.
Crazy.
So they posted the whole
I didn't even think of that.
arc.
This guy's
It means
playing-
it's
don't
going to be a long
disrespect
one.
Mr. Z.
But one thing that I'm kind of disappointed is where is my Sambi rerun? I have Mindscape 3, no signature. I want the signature. This is why it's not a 10 out of 10.
No, Muzzy, think about it, bro.
It's X
You want a
Pack, it's X
Sandy rerun with Lucia and Yidhari on the banner, and then you saw all the other stuff coming out. No, bro, don't give us Sandy during a dead patch. All right, that way we can all get M3, maybe
The
M6.
dad
but
patch. That's
you got to find a dead
It's
patch, bro. Like
crazy.
slide Sambi into a dead patch because if they put her on Yidhari, I'm not pulling. If they put her with Lucia, I might pull depending on my luck. And we all know I got shitty luck, right? They put her on the bunny banner with
That was
what's that
fast.
girl's name? Zhu
Zhao.
whatever. Zhao.
Zhao.
She has a switch
Zhao.
axe. I'm not pulling Sambi over the switch axe, bro. So like it just
Yeah.
it's not easy.
Okay,
That's
I
why-
guess you have a point.
That's honestly why I'm kind of surprised they even showed Sambi's buff this early. Because like I think that was the natural
Yeah.
reaction. Like even despite there being like, okay, I think it was a little different because they literally released like Rupture Agent and Rupture Support, which is like, all right, well that makes more sense. But I was really surprised that they were gonna go. Also, here's like Sambi buff and like get excited to not pull her, like which is like, oh, that's just
Yeah.
wasted marketing. I guess that's cool.
Well, like, I guess
it's like
to
a
add on to
freebie,
what
I
you're
guess.
saying, it might be for because I've been looking at how Zenless, not just Zenless, but like I think Hoyo in general. But we'll stick to Zenless for now. I think what Zenless is doing, which I actually appreciate, I think they're trying to find a way to do what Genshin's recently been doing, which is like reward. I don't know why I said it that way. Reward players who spend money in the game. Which is like I think is an interesting topic that maybe we can all chime in on if you guys want to. But with Genshin, a lot of flack. They got a lot of flack recently because of the whales get the level 100 plus
Oh, yeah.
character
Oh, yeah,
and all
that,
the
like,
other stuff,
top
right?
Stellar
ranking thing I
Fortuna.
heard.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
but like for the whales, the ones that spend money, they're like the most excited because they haven't had anything really given to them or shown like, hey, we appreciate you spending this much money in the game. They haven't had anything. The weapon skins, because like they go away every now and again. People thought that was for whales, but it's not. It's just like that's really in game if they want to talk about it. But in Zenless, we don't have that either. So I kind of think this is one of those things where it's like, hey, people that committed to pulling Sambi, you're gonna get your buff right now. People that want Sambi post buff, you'll get it later. Like it's more of like a let's reward you for early investment kind of thing, if that makes sense.
I can kind of see that they added.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they've been doing it like the ranking percentage for Deadly Assault,
Yeah.
and they also added like if you saw like the badge collect. I mean, well, like the don't get hit badge for the for the towers, and then they also added the like on top of the ranking percent. Now you get like the badges where like if you like keep progressing or if you keep like doing Shiyu, you get like a stacking counter for
Yep.
like how many of like the Shiyus you've triple S'd. Or sorry, that you've S ranked,
the
or that
crowns.
like how many deadly assaults that you've
Yeah.
done in a row, or whatever. Some form of that, but it's like a tracking system for
Yeah.
endgame players, which I think it does kind of lean into that. Though I think it's like way technically less whale than like, hey, anyone got an M6 and can get to 8,500, dude? Like something like that.
Yeah, like I think when it comes to rewarding whales, yeah, I do agree that I'm totally okay as someone who's not really a whale to reward people who are spending the money, because at the end of the day, they're the ones who are funding, the game for the most part, right? So it's fine. But then it comes to having to balance it between you can't only reward whales, right? You can reward the whales, and then you also have to still make sure that you're, being reasonable enough to the ones who can't whale, because then that's when you become like super predatory when it comes to games. Not saying that Zenless is doing that, but since we were talking about the topic of rewarding whales, I
Fair.
thought that
Yeah.
would be good to bring up.
Yeah.
Because that is still important to not make it super, super, FOMO predatory for the people who can't spend money. Because that would just be unhealthy.
I mean, that
For the
bridges
general
us.
public.
That bridges us to what's in this patch for the casuals. And hey,
Mhm.
free Monato and free skin.
Yeah, I mean, to that point again, like the sorry, wait, go ahead. You were gonna say something?
Oh, no, you're good, brother. You're good. I was just gonna quickly say, maybe I'm just different because, like, I am a, people do know I am a whale. Like, I do a lot of like help for free to play and low spenders, but like my own account is a whale account.
Yeah.
Like, there's no denying that. I've never once got on a gacha game. I've been playing them for 11 years now. I know I have a very unhealthy addiction. Don't be like me. But I've never once got on a gacha game as a whale and gone, oh, gee willikers, man. Oh, man, the fucking devs, they don't fucking reward me. Like, God damn it. Why aren't they rewarding me more? I've never I've never once had that thought, so I don't know how I feel about
Is that because you just blow the money like you kind of don't care?
Unrelatable.
That kid is like, oh my god, I just spent so much money to blow on gacha that it's not an issue.
But I'm saying what I'm trying to say is I don't really care if the devs ever reward whales.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, it doesn't bother me at all. Like you don't have to reward me at all. Just make the game fun for everybody, and that's all I care about.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's very much like
I mean, I just sort of see it as. Oh
no, go ahead. Go ahead. That was my.
I was just sort of like, I just sort of see it as it's like as a mostly free to play player, like free to play plus. I think it is. Maybe I'm just coping, but I think it's a bit wholesome when I see gacha companies kind of just giving people who do support the game monetarily like that a little bit of just extra rewards. Not really usually that significant. This kind of reminds me of one of the Love and Deep Space situations where they added a like really super VIP level where if you basically spend a shit ton of money on the game, you can get actual like merchandise and things like that are like handwritten letters from the characters, which are obviously, it's super, super rare because for people to get to that level of spending is not, but it was just like a little extra thing for people who did spend money on the game. And then it didn't really affect, I think the players who don't spend that much money. So it's just a little extra cute thing, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, on that note, that's why I thought that's why I kind of like raised it a little bit. Like in terms of like the Zenless patches or the live streams, they're all like relatively solid. Like they don't usually miss. Like in terms of like the characters look fine. They do some optimization. They're like still trying to improve the game, which is something that you can't even say for most gacha games, to be honest, which is crazy. But like they are like randomly going to like give you free stuff. Like I don't know exactly for what reason it is, but like we're getting like 600 polychromes or something in addition to our 10 pulls for free for no reason. Like Monado is being given to us for free for no reason. Like, and even more so than that, like, again, I know a lot of people had like, there's a whole lot of like backlash, and I've even seen people already that were like, the skin looks terrible, as it's a free skin, by the way, which is like already like a little crazy, I think. But like the fact that they really don't have to give you the characters or any of this stuff for free, and they just gave it out. Like even we can, I don't know if Josh, you wanna, if I'm like stepping a little bit too far, but like even like the Vivian skin, it's not even like really paid. Like, you know what I mean? It's not even quite like you have to spend 50 separate dollars to go do that, which again, I get it. There's like, ups and downs to like a paid, like a spending event. But like, listen, man, I've been through my fair share of spend $80 on a mid-ass like gacha skin. It's like, I don't know, it always feels worse when it's like that, even compared to like a spending event. And not saying I love spending events or anything like that, but even for that point, like if you're, I don't know, someone that was like, dude, I'm saving like all the people that used to comment under Miyabi posts, I'm not pulling for anything until Miyabi, like if your 2.3 or 2.4 pulls convince you enough to pull for Yadhari or Lucia, dude, congratulations. You also get Vivian skin for free. And it's two versions length, I think, too, right? Yeah. Like 2.3 to 2.4.
Two versions.
Which they also just didn't really have to do. Yeah, I think so, right? It should
so like you can add up 2.3 and 2.4 pulls, or is it just in each version you have to spend 180? So I'm actually not too sure.
It should be like no matter what.
As long as you spend
total.
Yeah, it's like the standard 300, and then you get the selector, right?
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah. Well, in that case, yeah, I honestly think the whole incentive for spending for the Vivian skin is not really that big of an issue, especially given we haven't seen the drip marketing yet, but I can only assume they're probably going to drip market some pretty good characters next patch. But and here's the thing, I think if the skin was purely limited to these two patches from pulling, they'll be fine. But realistically, they're definitely going to add it to the shop after as well. So in that case, it's like, how is it any different from any of the other paid skins? It's just that in this case, you get a chance to earn it just from pulling naturally, which is a nice little bonus, right? And then for people who don't want to pull on these banners, it's not like they're forced to, because they can probably just buy it from the shop later as well. So that's kind of like how I saw the whole spending event in this game, or not spending event this time around. It's a little bit different when it comes to, let's say, like limited collab characters, not naming any names, but then it's like you are limited, you're never going to get that again. So then you have that FOMO, and you have that, I guess, like kind of that, like the FOMO of needing to pull for them now because they'll never return. So yeah
my
like that's the difference.
my little crack theory, because I always love to like get into the minds of the devs, right? Like, why do they do the things that they do? And especially when it comes to the devs kind of like hinting at you like, oh, and we've mentioned this before, especially when we were talking about our DA endgame conversations. Like, the devs kind of hint at you, oh, this is where you should be at relative in order to like say that you are relatively adept at the content or like you've completed the endgame content, right? Regardless of where your stance is with Deadly Assault and endgame, you get the Polychrome awards at 6 stars out of 9. So you could theoretically, or get a suggestion that the devs would like you to be at 6 out of 9 stars in DA averagely. You would think.
Yeah.
It's a pretty, backed kind of, reasoning for that. So when it comes to events like these that are like, oh, of course, on the back end, we're going to be able to potentially purchase the skin. But when it comes to these spending events, oh, hey, we're getting our first kind of bigger introduction into the Rupture class. With much newer units, we obviously have Monato, who you can kind of vicariously get as you kind of do pulls for Lucia potentially, or you just farm for Monato, however you want to spin that. And then there's Eat Heart right after. All right, so they're like, hey, maybe you should go grab these Rupture units. They're going to be kind of good in season 2, right? If you didn't manage to get one in particular with Yishen early on, and then. This kind of goes a little bit and bleeds in with the future 2.x characters. 2.4 is coming in mid Q4. And notoriously, a lot of gacha games love to push their best characters in Q4, right? Yep. Wuthering Waves, they're pulling they're bringing Chisei. Genshin, they're probably pulling, either the Varkas, the Columbinas. They're throwing something at you, right? Right? They're throwing some of the best characters at you.
Miyabi was December 18th, just as a reminder. Mm-hmm. Just as a reminder.
Mm-hmm. So very, very easily, I'm thinking we can get a banner with like a Zhao and or Yeshunguan. I think that would be a nice 1-2 knockout banner, amongst the many characters that were already teased as we kind of progress, not only story wise, but like, just theorizing the banner projections. That's my little crack theory.
Wait, are you saying Zhao and Ye at the same time?
Not at the same time, but just like
no, like
in the patch.
Oh,
back
in
to
the
back.
patch.
Dude,
back to back.
I was about to say that'd be a brutal banner. Oh my god!
I think Hoyo's learned from Silali and Mavuika. Hoyo has learned. Hoyo got so much crap from the Silali Mavuika situation. If you guys don't know, they put Mavuika and Silali together because they're like, oh, we're gonna put them together because we have the the Chinese New Year, the Lantern Rite, special event. So we're gonna put some of the rerun characters on that. And even though that was like the reason why they did that, the matter of fact that they just put the 2 limited signatures on the same banner. Whew. Yikes!
Was that also where they had like they gave you free
rewards
polls,
after.
But you could
only after
you could not make
it was
this
bad.
shit up.
Yeah.
Like,
It was
cannot
really
make
bad.
this shit up, bro.
Horrible, man.
Yeah. So they definitely.
I do
learned
think
from that.
Hoyoverse has kind of learned though from that.
Yeah.
They realized that when you, because I do think at a certain point they were kind of like pushing it in multiple games, like both Star Rail and Genshin. They were kind of like pushing it quite. They were trying to. It seemed like they were kind of like testing the line. Like, where is the line where we can be kind of predatory, and the players will accept it. And then they cross the line, so then they realize, okay, so that's the line, so we can't cross that. So now we're gonna like bring it a bit back, and then continue. I mean, that's maybe I'm just a conspiracy theory tinfoil hatting right now, but that's kind of how it felt to me.
Hoyle loves
hey man,
to
when they
test.
cross the line, they compensate us sometimes. Dude, they'd probably give us an arm and a leg if they cross the line in Zenless, not gonna lie. So I'm kind of down for it. Like, dude, do some fucked up shit. See what happens. Like, hey, all good. Free 5 stars, 5-star selector. I'm down.
More content for us to farm, and then
Yeah,
What happened? All the
exactly.
players.
True,
Oh yeah,
true.
you know what happened.
Hey, just bring. Hey, you know what? Bring back the what's it called? Bring back the TVs for a patch. Let's see what
Yeah,
happens.
let's see
And
what
then-
happens.
and then when you have to
Oh,
redo it again
yeah.
and you have to undo it, oh, all good. You know what?
Hey.
20
Oh,
free
wait.
pulls, I'll take it.
Oh my god. Sorry this is going off topic, but someone in my YouTube chat brought up, yeah, because actually for the Void Hunter patch, right, for Miyabi ran for the entire patch, and then Harumasa was the
Yeah.
free 5-star, technically. So do we think that they might actually do the same this time around as well? So maybe, because we have 2 more patches, right, before the end of the year.
Yes.
So do you think the next patch might be 2 characters, and then we have the Void Hunter, the final patch, and then one of the characters is free?
If they were
That's
going to
actually
give
really
away,
good.
For Zhao.
if they were going to give
Free
away a
Zhao? That's
character, it's
crazy. I'll
definitely
take it.
not the black
gonna be
haired
Zenyatta.
going to listen, okay, I'm not gonna like kind of sit here and give try to look down on the, but like Zhou, like what's her name, Zhou, the bunny girl,
Zhao?
Zhao.
Zhao.
Zhao, sorry.
Zhao.
She's
Zhao.
definitely not, I think, the most popular. I guess maybe she might be second popular compared to what Master Banyu. But like from that list, what is it? It's like, I think they said it's like Dialin, Master Banyu, Zhao, and then whatever the elder sister. I
Yeah,
think, right?
Xunguang.
If there was gonna be a free character outside, like I guess it's a tie. It's got to be, if they were going to do it, it's got to be Zhao or the guy, right? I don't think.
Yeah,
there's any way they
that's
would
what
do
I
the
was
other two.
assuming as well. Also, I don't want to
That'd be
like
crazy.
bring up the whole like, oh my god, we're gonna get a free 5-star for sure. This is just like me speculating based off of last year, but I don't want to like. Just to be clear, everyone who's watching this, I'm not trying to start
Free 5-star.
like the whole
Hey,
free
said it, we're gonna get one.
5-star this year train. I honestly really
Wait,
that too,
but there
I
is some to be fair, there is some basis to it because
Mhm.
Hoyo has like they don't like, I know we were like laughing at Muzzy earlier about like the whole like pattern recognition thing, but like I don't remember who told me about it. I think it was like I Win to Lose or something a long time ago. It's like after you introduce a concept into a game, regardless if
Mhm.
you think it was for a one time only or if you think that it was like, oh, super special occasion, it like the average consumer does not care. Like that's now the expectation. Like, and that's I
Mhm.
think part of the reason why they've like, they're okay with like giving like a standard like selector or whatever, because that's already been normalized in their other titles, or like they've done this before, or like they are okay with like the understanding that in the future for like another anniversary they'll give it again. But like if you want to go out of your way to be like, oh dude, guess what, new limited, like, and I think that's part of like the tinfoil hat theory for why people thought we weren't going to get a limited selector, was because like, then every year you're going to expect to get it like a limited selector, which is like probably a no-go in terms of like their financials. But like if they did it last year with Harumasa, I don't think it's that unfounded, because I don't think, like Hoyoverse goes out of the box, or like they'll take things a little differently sometimes, only if it's positive. Like I don't think they would take something away. Like I don't think they normally do that. At least my opinion, I guess. No theory, no guarantees here either.
No
but I don't think
guarantees,
it's
no
that
guarantees.
unfounded.
We're just theory crafting.
Kete was making fun of me for theory crafting the special program, and now everyone's theory crafting banners for the rest of the year. What the fuck are you
Wait.
doing?
I wasn't making fun of you. I was asking if you were actually doing it.
Oh,
No,
no, I was not.
I wanted to actually know, did you sit down one night, pull out a spreadsheet, and went through every single version update and was like, oh yeah, this one was 32 minutes long, this one was 18 minutes long, this one was 55 minutes long?
No. Definitely not.
Hey, Muzzy's our numbers guy. I wouldn't put it behind him.
Hey, when are
Oh
we?
my
Hey, Josh, I'm just a little curious.
Yes.
When are we going to get to the spicy topic?
Right
Oh
now.
my god.
Okay.
Now
There's a
let's
spicy topic?
go.
Yeah, there's a very spicy one.
Yeah, regarding
Look.
Am I
It's
missing
no
something? Was it from the
secret.
patch?
It's no secret
it's from before the
that
live stream,
a very large portion of the community is extremely pissed off about the Lucia redesign. As soon as I opened the Zenless Zone Zero live on
Bring
YouTube,
old Lucy back.
Yeah.
the entire
Yeah.
chat was literally just filled with "Bring old Lucia back." How do we feel?
I feel the same way that I felt before. I'm indifferent. Like if we're looking for the Gooner answer, then they could have like left her with small tits and then gave her a fatter ass. You know, because like that combo is fucking like that's a sleeper combo.
Bro, you just went black and white.
Black and white.
Like that one.
It was the effect. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
it was the
universe
effect, bro.
heard you giving away the secret. God damn, bro. They fucking locked you
It was
up.
the effect. That's
Put your
pure
time
cinema
out.
right there. How do I
What
fix this? Hold
triggered
on.
That's a
this
great
effect?
question.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, he's back. He's back.
I opened OBS,
Oh my god.
but my
Classic.
camera wasn't on OBS. So I'm like, how did that happen? But you know, maybe it was just, you know, it is what it is. But that's the Gooner answer. I think the real answer though is like, I don't really care what her design is, to be fair, but I don't like them doing the what is it? I don't even know what this combo is called. Like the corset top with the one piece short thingy, whatever the outfit is.
The Yishuan outfit.
Yishuan.
Yeah, the
The
Yishuan,
Yishuan
right? I mean,
outfit.
Yishuan.
I
Yo.
like it.
Have you seen the color? Like someone took Lucia's
I
nude
saw it on
design
Twitter, Bo.
and they put Ishwin's colors on her and put them right beside each other. They were identical.
Yeah.
They were identical.
Oh my gosh, bro. Listen. Hey, if they want to be a part of the same club, let them be a part of the same club, right? She raided her closet and then she's like, let's go to the same club. Let me borrow your clothes.
Yeah.
It was one of those moments.
Yeah.
I personally don't mind it, but I don't mind the design, right? Like I like that design visually on characters. I don't want the design on 50 characters in the same game. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's where I get that issue is like, dang, dude, they had a nice design already. And I didn't even like Lucia's older design. It was just different. It was different enough.
Yeah.
I should say.
It was more unique.
Yeah, it was more unique. You know, now if we're talking about like designs, bro, bring back Eldritch Nun. That's the design. You want a unique design right there?
Oh my
That's the
god.
one. Make that one, and then you'd be good to go.
Yeah. My thoughts, like I wanted like not necessarily like, you know, the a big poofy dress. I wanted something a little bit more like slimmer, like low key, like kind of like a Venus type of dress, but like maybe even like a little thinner. I think would be kind of interesting because we have poofy Victorian styled like dresses, right? And then something a little bit more like casual that would have fit her better. But
I can see that.
Yeah. I have like one like point that I want to make, but I'll let you guys go first.
So like, okay, I know you guys said you didn't want to see the same character design like over and over. And don't get me wrong, like it is indefensible at some point. But I do want to point out that like, you know, I think like if she didn't look like Ishwen, if she looked like Yuzaha or like Manato's design, okay, I don't know how they do that, but like Yuzaha and like Alice's design, like I think it would have been easier to like defend because like when you're in a faction, and that's like supposed to be the point, you're in a faction, you want to squad up and you look like the Power Rangers, then like it is what it is. Which is like, again, I think originally when people were like, dude, how come like Jufufu's got like this looking thing on and Ishwan's got, you know, like the natural reaction was, well, like, oh, well, they're at the summit, you know, like they're from the same like location. It makes sense. This one I think is like a little cooked. I don't know if I'd ever go out of my way to go like, oh, this shit or whatever. Cause honestly, I think more than that, I think Lucia's appeal to me is that like, dude, I think, you know, I've never been like a summon or like mage sort of guy. I think, however, riding like a fucking beast and like all the whole, like, she's like a Pokemon trainer, basically. She's like a domesticated, like train your ethereals type. That's like such a cool character design that I'm like, I don't know. I get the criticism. I think it's fine to be like, dude, what the fuck? This character is like literally like Ishwen with like magic. But I think the design itself, or sorry, the character as a whole is so cool that like my brain just doesn't even like register that like this is like a little fucked up until you put it right next to each other and you're like, all right, yeah, I mean, shit, it is what it is, you know, like hopefully they release a skin for her or something, like, dude, fuck it, late Christmas Santa outfit or something for Lucia.
I mean, to that point, like we've seen this before. Honkai Star Rail Sensual Wafu. For those who have played that, it's literally just the same stuff, and it's the Chinese region too. Wow, that's like
I like the aesthetic. It's just when it gets too repetitive after a certain point, it gets kind of a little bit annoying for me personally because I do place a lot of value in how characters look, especially in gacha games, since that's kind of my main motivating factor. But yeah, I mean, just to build onto your point though, you kind of said it perfectly, exactly what I wanted to say too, in terms of if they looked similar or had very similar outfits to the other Spook Shack members, it probably would have been totally fine. For me, the reason I thought this was going to be a filler patch to begin with is because it kind of felt like to me that Yidhari and Lucia were filler characters because they were so different from the rest of Spook Shack. They were never shown before. You know, obviously they don't show every single character before, but we had never seen them before, and we already had what I assumed to be the Spook Shack patch in 2.1. So I was surprised when they added more members, and then subsequently also when the members just looked like a different faction as well. So I was like, are they just trying to farm? Are they just trying to farm some gooners right now? Which, you know, inherently is not necessarily a bad thing. But so yeah, anyways, for me, my main issue with Yidhari and Lucia's design is there is obviously the worry that maybe they'll go down the path of, you know, making too many similar outfits. But for me, it's like, unless they do that with more characters later, then I will be even more worried. It's, you know, maybe if they do it like once or twice, I don't care too much. But if they... Wait, oh my god, wait, I was going to say something and I completely lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry.
Something about if they were to do something as like with the outfits not maybe being the same, I don't know.
There's only 3 like of the tights characters, by the way, right? Like the Yishwen looking characters. It's Shifufu, her, and Yishwen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just want to like
Well,
again. I don't. Not that I
Yidhari-
don't think it's. Oh,
Yidhari
also
does
has-
have something.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, but she has tentacles coming out of
but
her butt.
like, yeah,
so.
like her design is still different enough, right? She doesn't really look like. Dude, side note, the fact that she can deflect. Oh my god! Like I won't go.
That was
into,
so
like,
cool.
Oh my god, that's so sick, dude! I cannot believe how much they incorporated. I think that's like, dude, that's actually like one of the coolest characters. Like I'm not like a super like giant fan of like the whole tentacle thing, but the fact that it's not just like. You know, it's not just like obviously for like a gooner bait. Like the tentacles are doing shit. Like they're defending. You summon them.
Yeah.
Like it's like wow, that's kind of actually sick. Like
We'll get more into the combat in a little bit. Do we have any lasting points on the aesthetics for the characters?
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry, I don't remember what I was
so-
going to say. I just completely
Okay, so
blanked.
for me, I don't really hate it. I actually like the new design, but I can understand why people are upset, right? Because they have never once changed a character after Drip Market like that ever. And it's just
That's
when
what
I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is a skin. And then people were like, no, that's her base design. I was like, what the fuck? Hoyo's never done that. So while I personally like it, I can fully understand why people were pissed off. And like they did kind of like change a lot of things. They took away the ears, they took away the ass, they buffed the titties. they changed a lot of stuff. It wasn't just the top.
Yeah.
One thing I will defend though, the face card to get better.
Yeah.
And notoriously,
Okay.
if you think about it, and you know, again, like of course the outfit is the biggest culprit here, but we take a look at Miyabi face card, hugely improved. Hugo face card improved quite a bit, and I think in terms of like I'm no like crazy, you know, weird. I don't know. To me, aesthetically, just the face shape looks a little bit more fitted for you know her proportions and then her hairstyle and yada yada yada. From what I see, my first impressions.
I also
but,
think her model looks better than the art itself, because after seeing the model, because you know how the top it actually has the semi-transparent green triangles. The model makes it a lot more prominent, and I do think it adds a lot of interest to the design. So I actually, when I saw the model for the first time in the live stream, I was okay. I was like, okay, it actually doesn't look as bad as I felt that the art itself did. Because in the art, it looks solid. Basically, you can like kind of see a black line, but honestly, I don't think anyone really noticed it. So there is that too. But they do a very good job with the models for the most part. So And like Josh said, they did make her look, I think, prettier compared to the one that we saw before, for my personal taste at least. And her concept is really cool. I just aesthetically not my favorite design, so I would much rather say for others.
So I'm seeing people in chat say, why did they change it? So I have a good friend named Altair, and he has a Bilibili account. So last night we got on, he streamed to me on Discord, and he got on his Bilibili account, and he could actually like translate Chinese and stuff. And we went through a lot of stuff on Bilibili, and we came to the conclusion that the Chinese player base was just pissed. They did not enjoy the old Lucia design from what we were seeing.
I did hear that,
and
as well.
That's probably a huge reason why Hoyo changed it. Because if you don't know, Hoyo will always listen to CN before they listen to anyone else.
I mean, any gacha game will probably do that. To be honest,
is that actually true for Zenless? I thought that Zenless has like one of the lowest Chinese player bases of like the big gachas. I thought
but if you still compare it to the
at the end of the day, though,
right?
Yeah. At the end of the day, though, it's still home turf. Hoyoverse has always listened to CN before anyone else.
Not to friendly fire either, but I like low key thought that old Lucia was like right up CN's alley. Like I don't like I guess they don't like it, but I was like, dude, elf character, like underboob, like I kind of dude, like I'm thinking about it. Like if you put I feel like if you put this character in another gacha game, I like genuinely thought this would be like the CN seller. I thought the West would have had a bigger issue with the old design than
it's the opposite.
The East, which is crazy. I guess I just misread.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Sorry, good. Sorry, you were saying though, like you said that was like the reason for it. Like,
so yeah, we spent about an hour and a half just going. He went through as much like forums and videos and comment sections and just other people talking about it on Bilibili. We found quite a lot of stuff, and from what we saw, like a lot of people on Bilibili enjoyed the new design. Like, okay, like if you go to Bilibili and you actually translate a lot of the new stuff, you'll see way more positive. But if you go to EN, yes. You'll see way more negative. It's the complete fucking opposite. Now I'm not going to sit here and say that it was all positive. We were able to find some negative, but it was overwhelmingly more positive on Bilibili than it was negative.
Yeah, we're talking about the averages here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it also comes down to cultural aesthetic differences too, because if you look at a lot of the designs that appeal more to the East Asian countries versus designs that appeal to the West, there's a lot of things that people from East Asia don't like, and then there's a lot of things that people from the West don't like. So because of the ways that the cultures work, it just ends up there will be a lot of differences sometimes. And I guess in this case we found a very specific one where the CN side was like, fuck that.
Okay. Yeah. In the interest of time, though, we are moving on to the characters specifically. Let's talk shop. And I know quite a few of us are very intrigued about some of the mechanics of the characters. Any particular highlights from the cast on the characters, their performance, their overall skills, something that, stood out to you guys?
Piper's been dethroned. That when they showed the spinning with Idari, I was like, yeah, R.I.P. Piper.
Isn't the spinning thing a Lost Void mechanic though? That's what my chat said. They said the spinning thing was just for Lost Void.
The it's kind of like Jane's. Like you can still spin in the normal one, but like the Lost Void one makes it a Beyblade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still think she's dethroned. Like honestly, like it looks so much cooler. It looks so much cooler. Honestly, no offense to Piper. I think she's a goofy character.
Yeah.
But like, she also, what is it like? There's like some mechanic during the spin. Is she like invincible or something during it, or she gets like some bonus? And like, dude, Piper could never, man. Like
she gets I think I wrote it in my note. It might just be the tail though. The tentacles block it. Yeah. Whenever you're charging the hammer,
it blocks some damage and also do some counter attack
Yes.
thing. So like Piper is never going to get this.
Yeah. Sorry, old grandma. That's
Then her EX skill also has a parry on it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, can I be
yeah,
honest
I
about this
saw that.
parry animation? I just want to say that I kind of hate this animation for the parry attack because it just looks like the Yishuan parry, the same attack. It just changes
Yeah.
that now it's a hammer. Like, what do you mean? We're recycling the clothes and now we're also recycling the attack animations. I hate this, but that's just a small thing.
I wanted to bring this up in particular. The Aura Veil. Now, for some folk who are relatively newer to like, you know, these types of like aura type of concepts, they can be very cool. And it is to be seen specifically what the buffs are, you know. Potentially some of us do beta content, some of us do see server content, so I'll kind of shy away from talking about specific numbers for now. But I definitely wanted to bring up the Aura Veil concept of a buff, because for those who play Genshin, this is unfortunately circle impact yet again. This is just literally just Bennett buff. You have to stay in the circle to get the buff. If you're out of the circle, and the circle doesn't seem that big. It's not kind of mid-sized, and yeah, it's relatively small for ZZZ standards. So I'm a little bit worried, especially for how mobile bosses can be. This veil is somewhat concerning, especially when we take a look at a character like Asher Yao. A lot of us were worried that it would be like, oh, wherever Asher Yao stands, you're in that kind of veil. No, Asher Yao just kind of is plopped wherever you can kind of move around wherever, and that's amazing. So I was thinking that it would be like, you know, Pokemon, like it would just light up the ground, you know, and the whole battlefield would be like, you know, kind of domain expansion with this, you know, pretty purple aura thing, but it's just a interestingly sized circle. So I'm very, very curious.
I don't know, Io, if you got like the exact notes from it, because that was the section where they went like sicko mode on typing, bro. Like I couldn't catch. Does the buff? I know when you drop the circle, it heals on ultimate. Did it also give a buff if you stand in it too?
Yeah, so it, I don't know what Yidhari's was because they didn't go over too much of her.
Lucius, the bubble that we're talking about.
Lucius, yeah. So her field, where is it at right here? It puts her in a dream state. It's also going to give the aftershocks whenever she's in the dream state. Wellspring gives a HP buff to the entire team. She gives sheer force with the EX and crit damage from her additional passive. But they didn't really. I'd have to go back and double check it, but it doesn't look like they said on if they have to stay on the field or not.
The field itself is on there because I know if you there was that snappy comment they made like, oh yeah, like make sure to stand in it because it heals. I just didn't know, because if the only thing you're missing, I think, is like a heal, technically speaking, like, you know, you have to walk into like the avocado boost heal, and like, you know, in general, if you miss out on healing, it's not as crazy. Like if you miss Bennett's attack buff, it is what it is, bro. Like just pack it up. Like you go restart the encounter. But the only thing I think is a little like that I think kind of makes it a little nicer, just because of the way that I think the characters work. I don't imagine you would use her ultimate when the boss is moving, because that's not, I think, at least from like how people normally play Zenless. You wouldn't normally use your ultimate when the boss is moving, or without it being like in a stun window or something, if you're like trying to min-max and do stuff, unless if you're in like the tower. But the tower, hey man, like all bets are off. Like the shit in the tower like one-shots you, so like it is what it is. Like I don't even know if you need to heal like that. That's why I think that's an interesting concept, and as someone that has been like praying they don't add some like fucking Caesar Buster enemy that just like one taps or goes through shield yet. I've also been like very cautious about like, oh, is this mechanic gonna end up like this other really annoying mechanic in another game? Like I am pretty I'm pretty weary of that. I hope, or I don't think it's leaning towards that direction, but you know, we can only speculate from what we've seen right now.
Yeah. So the ether veil is the entire stage. The circle is only for healing.
Oh, perfect. Then I misunderstood. Perfect. Never
My
mind.
chat was
I'm spreading misinformation. Thanks, chat.
my chat was like they were like they were just like they were just spamming question marks. They were like, huh? What?
Okay, well, hey man, we fixed. Hey, we
Gosh,
got it.
got ratioed.
Fix immediately.
Yeah.
I got ratioed again.
Oh,
It is
man,
what
your,
it
your
is.
chat be on it, dog. Your chat be on it, man. I feel like it's a little different though. Is like, you know, as we're creators, we gotta entertain chat. We gotta talk to y'all, read the chat, read the whatever's going on in the actual live stream. Pay attention, write some notes down. It's a lot. We're gonna miss some things every now and again.
Yeah.
I will say one thing I liked about Idari. Remember earlier, I've been wanting to say this for a while. I'm glad I kept it in my mind, Kana. We were all let's get it straight. We were all Hu Tao mains. We all loved that character, right? Let's get it straight. Like if you Hu Tao was Genshin's fucking Miyabi back then. Let's be completely honest. Like everybody fucking loved that character. But Idari is a little bit different. Because she is actually like, if you saw everything she can do, she is super tanky. Like she gets damage reduction, she gets a shield, she's able to parry. So I don't think she's going to feel anywhere near like Hu Tao, even when she's quote unquote low health. And even when she's low health, she's actually like still has like a lot of health because she scales on HP. So I don't think she's going to feel anything like Hu Tao.
He also doesn't have a hop animation cancel.
Dude, don't even.
Oh
you guys are like actually traumatizing me. Like in real time, I'm like actually getting like sweats, bro. Like, dude, oh, do you have Zhongli? Oh, you got like, was it with the QQ guy, the water guy that you? Dude, I'm like actually getting like legit flashbacks. Like, oh my god, dude. Like,
if you don't have C1 Hu Tao, you can't do the proper combos.
Dude, it's like, oh my god, man. Yeah, like, where's your dash, bro? You like dash can't jump cancel, dude. It's. I do like again. I will say, you know, Zenless is like basically at every turn and corner for me. Like anytime I'm about to think to myself, like, dude, we're going off a cliff, they make like a hard pivot and they change. So I'm not like, you know, they've built enough of a like rapport or trust, at least for me, that I'm not like, you know, I don't really ring an alarm. And also, like as you said, I think like from what I wrote in my notes, like her basic will heal her. Her EX technically also heals her. And then like at the end of one of her, like her ultimate or something, she also gets healed. So there's like a lot of different ways to do it. Whereas like, again, for me, man, for Hu Tao, it was like, I'm at 1 HP and this is apparently peak. So like, it is what it is. But like, if I don't have my Zhongli shield up, or if I don't got like a Barbara, like C6 charge or something in like my back pocket, I'm like, I walk off a cliff and I'm just dead. All right, go back to the tower, or like go back to the little like healing pit again.
Nah, bro, I was the Hu Tao in co-op. Like, if you brought a healer, I cuss you out. I want to stay at 1 HP.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, like this is like some super deep lore. By the way, this is the last thing I'll say about like Hu Tao. You guys remember like, so I can't, or I don't know if you guys remember, but like I came back to like Zenless, or sorry, not Zenless, Genshin like a year after I got in Hu Tao. And I remember they added this feature where like you could you have consumables or food that you could eat,
Sure,
but you got like a bag or something you could hotkey.
Oh yeah.
I was not like a min-maxer. Yeah, I wasn't a min-maxer or anything for Genshin, but I was like, dude, this is perfect. And I didn't really like look into how Hu Tao worked. I was just like, dude, like whatever. I put my fucking buff up, I put my Zhongli shield, and I'm gonna start sweat. Dude, every time I had that, I was like, oh, this is the perfect patch. I'm gonna just keep eating chicken to keep myself at 100% health the whole time. Dude, I farmed that foul, you know, like the in Mondstadt, the
Timmy's pigeons.
And the pigeons. Bro, I killed
Timmy's
that
bridge?
shit religiously, bro. I killed that shit all day and night to make sure
Go
I
to
had
Timmy's
healing.
bridge with Venti. Rest in
Yes,
pieces.
I killed it for fucking months, bro. I was like, yep, I'm back, guys. Genshin's great. I'm done. I can just eat chicken all day and night. And then I remember I showed my friend and they're like, you know, that's like, you're actually just griefing yourself, right? And I was like, no, dude, I'm like full health. Like, this is so great. And he looked like he pointed out the line, like he screenshotted it to me. And as soon as he did that, I immediately uninstalled Genshin. I'm like, nope, I'm not coming back.
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
Fuck this. No, I'm not doing it, bro. Like,
Your friend was actually Timmy in disguise trying to get you off
he
so you
was,
stop
dude.
killing his pigeons.
yeah, he's, dude, this is payback. Oh my God. Sorry, I know we Hutao diverted. But
Yeah.
No, she's very,
just-
Hutap coded.
I'm just thinking about how Vivian's like the one oddball in this patch because like you can make a full team with Idari, Lucia, and Fufu. Like Vivian's kind of like just the oddball.
I think they kind of just put her there because they wanted to release the skin.
Yeah.
Usually they like, in terms of like how they've situated a lot of the patches, they've usually kind of given you a 1-2. And that goes for part 1 and part 2 of the updates. And this one is a little bit peculiar. So it probably is the skin situation. But yeah, notoriously they've given us like, even Evelyn and Orphe, like you're like, oh, 2 fire attackers, but they can actually work together. And then, who was right before flipping Seed and Hujum, what's it? Trigger. Dude, right?
They kind of did that too at the start with like Yuzaha, Alice, and who it was Yuzaha, Alice, and Miyabi right,
and Yanagi
as well.
Yeah.
They
also did lighter on Hugo's, I think.
Or like in the there Hugo you pack. Go. Yep.
Dude, actually, I feel like we've not talked about him much. I don't want to say he looks too simple, but man, yeah, I have a feeling that if he looks the way that he does and he's an A-rank DPS, that guy is going to live and die by like the Deadly Assault boss that he's designed for, or like the Deadly Assault like buff that they give or something. And I don't know anything about him, but I'm like so sure that like if they're gonna either they're gonna they're gonna literally make him look like Miyabi for Rupture because like they want to make sure people care for the character.
Yeah.
Or damn, like after they he might be usable, then they'll like remove the buffs and he'll come back and you try to use him and everyone's gonna be like, this character is ass. And I'm so afraid of them doing that because that would be such a that would be such a PR nightmare for them. Like, oh, you made Minato ass and he's an A rank and his skin is just a recolor and you didn't like jerk me off all that. You know what I mean? Like it's just like so many factors I feel like for this character to go wrong. And I don't know. I thought if his kit was maybe like if he had some sort of like longevity or like some sort of like added benefit, like he could, I don't know, like buff other Rupture. At least from what I can tell, like buff other Rupture agents. I don't think he does that. I think he buffs himself. I think he would be like way more like defensible just on rip, even without knowing numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope I'm wrong because again, like I think he's a cool looking character and he's been with us for a little while. Yeah, I'm also just a little like traumatized by how many people have already like written off the skin as being ass, even though it's like free. And
like we get Monato.
Monato.
Yeah. Mono.
Yeah.
With a CUM.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing
if I were
is,
to go ahead.
Wait, no, go ahead, bro.
Oh, I was gonna add on. I low key think he's gonna be busted. I think he has the similar mechanic with the HP draining, just like Yidhari and by association Hutao. But I think more importantly is that well, 2 things rather. One, I really want to go back and like double check my notes, but I'm almost confident when I say this now. I think Lucia is a must pull for every single player in the game. But outside of that, I think Minato being free on Lucia's banner is really big for a lot of different people. If we're talking about M6 Minato in particular, with like how much the Mindscapes help these A ranks, I just think he's going to be one of those characters where if you don't have Ishwin, Minato is going to look like the bee's knees for you. If you don't want to pull Yidhari, Minato is going to look like the bee's knees for you. And I think the only thing that would cuck him is like truly a fire resistant boss. Like it's got to be some 50+% fire resistant type stuff to really stop him. In terms of his gameplay, I've noticed a pattern recently with some of the characters. The characters that we're getting lately, especially when they're strong, they're not pick up and play. Like they have there's something about them that makes them, like you have to sit down in the lab a little bit or figure it out, or maybe they, want to do this thing instead of that thing. Maybe it's some hitting mechanic in their kit, whatever the case may be. Like with Seed, right? Seed came out. We all got Seed server access. It was very like, we don't really know how we feel. And then we released our videos and everyone else ran with it. Like, oh yeah, Seed's trash, or like she's clunky, she's this, she's that. And now Seed's blowing up the board. I mean, she was blowing up the board before, but like, with Orphe, she's blowing up the board.
Literally.
Orphe, also a character with like off field, but you don't want to just leave that character off field. Like that's not the optimal way to maximize her damage.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see the same thing with Minato with his I think his assist follow up where he just slams down repeatedly. I know that's a lot of damage. It just looks like a lot of damage, but then his ultimate, they were really honing in on his during the live stream. They honed in a lot more on his ultimate and his install, which was like his I think it's hold EX skill. He loads up the sword, and then he has the basic attacks. But there was also something that I found interesting. I wrote it down here. He has Soldier 11 input mechanics, but with a different
Paka
button. Huh?
Makapaka? Like the rhythm that you have to play Soldier 11 at?
Yeah. But like it's different. So it's not the rhythm like you time when you input the basic. They mentioned something about if you hit special attack during his basic attacks at a certain time, you can light up his sword, and it'll give you the same effects as if he was in the install. So that's literally what Soldier 11 does, right? Like you time it at a certain point, it gives you free it gives you free EX slashes. Minato has the same thing. So not only does he have input mechanics that blew me back. I wasn't expecting that at all. So that's really cool. And then he has the parry on like just his regular skill is a parry that gives him a damage bonus or whatever it was, and it gives him HP back. And then he also has the hold skill that's a physical attack, and it puts him in the install. And then he has an ultimate that just does a shit ton of damage, at least based off what they said on the live stream. So like I feel like this character is definitely going to be one of those, like if you learn him, he will be one of the best characters in your account.
Coming from tier 0 Seth. No, but like to
Zero
that point, like I did want to point out the very stark similarities, and not necessarily with Soldier. It reminds me of Diluc.
Okay.
Guys, this is a Genshin stream now.
It's Genshin.
Yeah.
There's just Genshin characters. We got freaking Bennett, we got freaking Hu Tao, and we got freaking Diluc.
Why are they all fire?
This is actually a soft tease for me returning, so.
Yo, Karma, I didn't. You guys know ball. Y'all know. I
You
didn't
cut
mention.
out, by the way.
Oh, me? I was saying Karma in I think in Josh's chat.
Yep,
it's me.
Y'all know ball. Bro. They said Minato's like Nero from Devil May Cry. Yeah, and I didn't expect any of y'all to know who that was. So like, y'all know ball. I like that.
Wait, DMC is very popular.
I got a debug.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I'm speaking to the gacha community a lot of the time where it's like, yo, you guys know Skyrim or Fallout, and they're like, what's
gacha
that?
community slender going on?
I promise you, bro. Okay, so this is just like tidbit little backstory. When the Wuthering stuff was going on with the infamous EO shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I talked about like how the open world was dead, which is fun fact. Now so many players are like, bro, Wuthering's open world is not good. It's dead. There's nothing to do. I called this shit like a year ago, and that was when I was like really trying to get them to change it. But anyway, I bring that up to say during that point, a lot of people are asking me like, oh, well, what's a good open world? Like you're talking about that, like Genshin's not good. And I'm like, why would I mention Genshin for good open world? Like it's better, but that doesn't make it like the best. Like if I'm talking about open world, I'm gonna bring up like Skyrim, I'm gonna bring up Fallout, New Vegas, whatever, right? And they're like, what's that? And I'm like, there's no way you just asked me what that is. And they're like, what is a Skyrim? And I'm like, brother, this is multiple people that are just like hammering this in. What is this? What is that? Red Dead Redemption. I'm like, you guys have never played these games before. And they're like, no. And I'm like, all right. And ever since then,
gaming is dead.
I wouldn't say gaming is dead. I had to like bring myself, I had to ground myself, right? I'm like, when I talk about games now to the gacha space, I need to figure out what type of gamer are you? Do you know about these games or do you not? And then that changes the direction on like how we proceed with the conversation. Cause wow.
100%. Yeah.
I just want to touch on, by the way, like you were talking about Orphe earlier, EO.
Mhm.
Dude, that was kind of fucked up too. Like you were saying, like, we didn't know about Orphe, or like, she ended up being good. Bro, they fucking hot
packed her,
that
yeah.
character. Dude, that shit was crazy. Like, dude, what the fuck? They buffed her multis, and then like all of her abilities have no input time lag, and then I'm doing my like fucking testing on the CES, and I'm like, dude, fucking get off the goddamn field, this ugly like fucking like laggy ass bitch character, bro. And then everyone's like, dude, she looks so fucking clunky, and then like she was clunky. Like I swear,
I was gonna say,
on God, she was, bro.
So she had maybe this is damn it. What's there's that word where you think it happened but it didn't happen.
Streisand effect.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so maybe you guys can help me out. Whenever she did her EX skill, when you hold EX skill in the field during CE server, if you hold it and you don't hold it all the way, she would only do the charge of whatever
you had to literally
okay,
wait extra long, or else you're just doing like you're not using the heat charge, like the heat charge.
And
version.
now if you do it, she just lets the whole thing rip.
Just instantly,
okay,
do the whole
I thought I was tripping because I was on stream and I was telling them like, I found out a way that you get the full EX charge. You want to do the parry, right? Like you want to do EX skill immediately, she'll parry, and she does the full charge off the parry because it's instant. And then I was learning like Sambi yesterday to kill Defiler with Orphe. And so my buddy Silver, I just met him, cool guy. And he's like, you don't have to hold it. What are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, you do. And he's like, no, press it. And so I pressed it and she does the full beam. And I said, what the fuck is this? And he's like, yeah, that's been there. And I was like, no, it wasn't.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, bro, it's so fucked up. I can't believe they did that. This is like it's so rare for them to do this. I don't think this has like literally ever happened where they go, yeah, we're just gonna fucking change like the way the character feels. And so then we're like, wait, we're making the video. Wait, we're posting. Hey, this is fucking false information now. Like, dude, like one of my drafts, I had to like fucking hot swap the recording. I'm like, wait, I was like, this character might feel a little annoying if you feel like you don't like swapping in and out of field a lot, or like if you feel like you might feel a little locked up. And then like the first comment I get is like, that's not how she felt. I'm like, dude, you can try her in the story right now. You know that, right? Like, like she feels like that in the story right now. Like, go back. That's exactly how she played. It's, sorry.
Chat, that's why we have the disclaimer that this is CE footage and it's subject to change.
It's
That's exactly the instance. It's subject to change. Okay. But
it is a good thing that they change it though to fix.
It is. It's great. Yeah, it's great for the players.
So much cleaner.
But it threw me for a loop whenever I saw it. It's like, like I'm sitting here playing and shit, and they're like, "Ew, where's the guide?" I'm like, half my information is now wrong. I'm not redoing it.
It's just incorrect. Oh my god. Oh, it might be Mandela effect. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, I was literally just telling Huber that. Yeah, I was like, thank you, but it's Mandela.
I literally remember I was talking to Leno. You guys know Leno, right?
Leno, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
I was literally talking to Leno. He sent me all the changes, and I was literally at minute 5 on Kana's video, and I said, "Oh, so Kana's video just fucking sucks now," and he said, "Yep."
Bro, I had a post. I was like, in description, dude, it's not my fault. In the comment, dude, it's not my fault. Like, dude, what? I can't. I'm sorry, man. Like, dude, like, dude, they like, they were even like. I tried to like trim any like footage that looked like I was doing something that didn't make sense. So you'll just see like there's like some parts in like my gameplay where it's like, what the fuck? Like there's so little Orphe screen time. I'm like, yes, I know it's intentional. Like I swear to God, like I just can't show it. It looks so off right now, but like I swear it like will kind of make sense like later on. Like I promise. Like it. Oh my God, dude. But. Yeah, like the changes were. Oh my God! I hope they never do that again, bro. That shit was so diabolical. Oh my fucking
bro,
God.
It's so mean that they let y'all upload and then they change
exactly.
Yeah,
dude. The way that they reference it too, it's like, oh, like we're just gonna optimize it like a little bit or something.
I
I'm
hate
like,
when they do that, bro. They never
like,
tell us.
Like no big, like whatever, and then it's like, oh yeah. all of her animation, like the way you play her is different. Like,
Bruh. And then
whatever.
what's crazier is like viewers, you know, like when you guys see stuff in the videos and you know, it's like, oh man, this person's wrong. Oh, I can't believe he did that, bro. You have CE server. Like how could you not do that? You should have spent 40 hours and 40 nights figuring this out. It's like they do things that we're not aware of. And then I'll even ask them like, hey, what are the changes? We're not we can't tell you that right now. You'll have to see it on live. What? Like,
yeah,
what
like, dude.
I need to make the guide. What do you mean?
My one last point, because we did mention Orphe though. This is somewhat of a tangent.
Oh yeah.
I made a wacky showcase guide of trying like the weirdest comps that were like just like I did not include any attackers at all and like mostly non-conventional comps. I really want us and just like the general Zenless space to try Orphe and all the Rupture characters. I think Orphe is going to fit in just like a very nice little, hand in the glove, because Monado is going to make use of Orphe. We can probably see Yidhari make use of Orphe as well. And I've had some pretty good success with Yishen and Orphe already. So even though a lot of people are pairing, Orphe with the more conventional attacker units, you have your double attacker comps, you can run your, lighters and Astrials and whatnot. But yeah, Rupture, like she flexes, at least from my experience and what I've tested, she's done pretty decent. She won't kill any DA bosses, but
what's the
quite well.
What's the Ishwin team? Because like Monado and Idari makes sense. Like Idari and Monado makes sense because they're fire, so you can do lighter Orphe with both of them. But what's the Ishwin team?
That's Jufufu, baby.
Jufufu, Orphe, Ishwin.
Yo, your Orphe just got no passive, baby. Brother. She got her shit snatched. Like, wait, what is she doing on the? I guess she's just off field, like trigger. I guess when people don't use like her core passive.
Pretty much. She's a lot more off field.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna just send this to you. By the way, I'm gonna send you something, Josh.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about like testing, like wanting to test all this, bro. What you're describing is what I did for like the longest time for all the teams bullshit.
Yeah.
Do you see how many of these fucking like B rank clears I had when I did all that shit, dude? It is a miserable 3-minute experience to try what you're doing, bro.
I tested a couple of those teams, and I don't know if you have it on there. Did you try out Ben and Kaleda?
Dude, don't even like, yo, man. Sorry, I just sent him like I sent him like
in my video. I just put black screen. I redacted the footage. I did not want to show it to I did not want to show it in the video.
It is unfucking believable. Or to be fair though, I think Orphe is like one of the first characters, and I mean I think she was designed this way. Like she's great for for Seed and Sambi and Evelyn, whatever. That's like obviously who they're mostly designed for. But dude, like I've never, like as a final point to Orphe, I've never seen a character so like, okay, I think it's, with the new changes, I think it's different. But when I was on CES with like all the things we talked about, dude, that character fucking sucked past tense with anyone that wasn't those three characters.
Yes.
When you had to like really, I guess like Soldier maybe too if you're gonna run like later again, but like if you weren't either fire or like one of the limited aftershocks, those characters were like actually unplayable. Like I don't think I've ever had to sit through so many grueling B screens on my team shit like in my entire life. Like, I played fucking like like Miyabi and like fucking like A ranks, and I've gotten like higher scores than some of these Orphe teams. But like I tried like Orphe, Billy, and Ambi, for instance, right? That should be like a decent, it's like double attack or whatever. You're activating your bullshit, dude. Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like against like UCC, the most bot ass boss you've ever seen in your entire life, I legit thought I was not even gonna fucking get to like 10,000. Like it was, I don't know, man.
I told you that,
dude. But that's fucking crazy. Because like again, if you do like Yuzaha or if you do like some of these other characters, like normally you get some value out of it. And
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I just haven't tried like some other bullshit. But even when I did like Jshoea and like another main field DPS, I was still like, all right, it's carrying. But Orphe seems so, just me personally, I'm so interested by Orphe because that's like their true, like specialized for Aftershocks character. And I've never seen that before. Like they're usually still kind of good for others, but she's so designated for that role that I was like, oh fuck, like wow, that's crazy. At least for the CES, obviously. Can't speak about
Josh, when you did your test with other units, did you test Orphe, Lighter, and Bernice by any chance?
I did.
Did you try? Have y'all seen that clip? Can I send it to y'all?
Send it. Yeah. In literally
Wait,
my video, I put Bernie's Lighter. I did the monofronting.
Wait. Let me get it.
That's why I'm asking right now.
Yeah, I tested a lot of anomaly teams. Like so in my video, to preface, to give you a little bit more context, I tested the Yushen teams, and I tested a bunch of different anomaly teams, including Miyabi, of course. One of my favorites was actually with Vivian. I loved Orphe and Vivian. So yeah.
Oh, I didn't test this.
I never even thought of doing
I
something like that.
love Orphe Vivian. So please, and that's why I want. And you know, of course, you know, I don't mean to like directly show the video, but I really genuinely think there's just so much potential, and like this is why, you know, I consider myself the #1 trigger shill, because I shill triggers versatility like nobody fucking else. And kind of Orphe, so too, you know, in that kind of aftershock specialty, that somewhat off-field sub DPS specialty, I love to tinker with this type of archetypic character and really stretch the possibilities with them. Yeah.
Yeah, that Orphe, Lighter, Bernice team is so much fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Did y'all see it? I sent it.
Yeah, and that is a crazy amount of shit on screen. That low key, dude. I don't know if it's just like my PC isn't even old. Like I got this shit like this year, and I like really went out because I'm like a fucking I'm an idiot. I'm like I never want to turn off my PC kind of guy, dude. But like
it's an investment.
Zenless has done some like freaky deaky shit to my PC, man. When there's like too much stuff going, like Alice and Miyabi and Yuzaha all going on at the dude. I'm like lawn mowing. It's like revving at me, bro. It's like really upset, which is crazy. And like, dude, especially if you're trying to record too, just like, your footage is gonna be like 10 frames.
Yeah.
Even when I just have the game open and I'm watching a YouTube video, it makes my YouTube video stutter for some reason, and it's only Zenless that does that. I don't know why. So.
Dude, it's crazy too. They keep trying to optimize it too. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this game.
They're optimizing the physics. That's it. They're not optimizing the
physics.
Hey, honestly, fine trade. I'll take it.
We'll take it.
I'll take it.
Sorry. Finish your point, please.
Oh, I was just gonna quickly say when they showed Ye last name I can't pronounce, I'm gonna butcher the shit out of that forever.
Yeah, it's okay. Just call Ye, Sister Ye.
Zhao and the other two, like the buff Zenyatta. Who was the girl in the front?
I don't know.
Cruella
I just
DeVille,
know that
man. It's Cruella DeVille.
It starts with
D'Allen? Are you talking about D'Allen? Or are you talking about the elder sister?
No, the other one. Like the one in front of Zhao.
Right.
It should be D'Allen then. Unless you're talking about unless you're talking about the rabbit. That's Zhao, but I'm sure you know who that is. The other one is D'Allen.
Yeah, we know Zhao.
Yeah.
We know Zhao.
Cruella DeVille. That's D'Allen, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Was she teased in the story?
That's who she
No, that's the first time we've ever seen her. I know
it's the first time we ever seen her.
Before, I would have been obsessed because I'm obsessed with her design and I need her immediately.
I'm not talking about design. I'm talking about, have they ever teased her name in the story before?
I don't think so. I would have remembered.
I feel like Az would have pointed out too.
Yeah, this is a question for Az. Oh man.
Yeah. No, I feel like Az would have pointed it out, like, because like we genuinely that is the first time we've seen these characters.
Yeah, no, because I know Zhao had a conversation with Damien before, and she alluded to other members, but she didn't drop any names, I don't think.
Yes.
Got you. Okay, well, I'm gonna be real. I wasn't expecting to see Panda Girl and Buff Zenyatta today. It wasn't in my. It wasn't in
And she's chakra.
Indeed,
She's a
indeed.
chakram user. Oh, my heart. Oh, God bless
Yes,
her.
exactly.
I
When I
know.
saw
I
it,
just-
I'm like, okay,
looks
I have
so
no idea
cute.
who's she, but I'm getting her.
Yeah.
She's so
the dude's
cute.
sister. No,
Ah.
no, Jean. We're talking about the other girl. We're talking about the Panda Girl.
Yeah. This is good. This
I'm
is going to
so
date me a
excited.
little
I'm
bit,
so
but if
excited
you
for her.
guys have played MMORPG Dragon Nest, I used to.
Holy shit, that is an old game.
Yeah.
Oh my
I used
God.
to be a dancer main.
Oh shit.
I got dancers in Final Fantasy.
I do.
Yo, Soul.
People that are a little less old.
Yo, Soul just dropped some info. Y'all know Soul.
What's up, Soul?
Shout out to Soul.
Yeah, so
He just dropped some info in chat. He said, funny enough, the Panda Girl was actually in the video where the designers were breaking down Yuzaha's design. She was on
Wait,
the
really?
side
On
monitor.
the fucking side monitor? Of course, of course, of course.
Oh, I did not analyze
yeah,
the
of
side monitors.
course.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Wait,
that's
ask him to
wild.
send a screenshot. Ask him to send if he has it, or a link, or
Dude,
Twitter
dude,
link, whatever.
That's pretty cool.
Wait, is that from
Yeah.
the same dev live where someone said they like saw a leaker's like screen in the background? You guys know
Oh,
what I'm
really?
talking about? Like someone said, I remember like seeing on like my
oh,
Twitter
I
timeline,
know
someone
this.
someone was like, "Is that guy looking at a leaker's Twitter page?" And I was like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
caught,
Not.
the devs are snooping, bro, caught."
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Krampus, though, and yes, chat. I think we can all assume very readily that those members, the Panda Girl and the Master Zenyatta, are in fact the other members of Krampus. The fact that we didn't see Damien in that, I
Oh,
guess,
no.
faction T
Uh-oh.
make me wonder if the
Oh,
whole
no.
playable Damien theories are actually true or not. And if so, or if not, then we all know what happens to non-playable NPCs that have big roles in this
Oh
game.
my
no.
god.
Oh.
No.
Chill it out.
Wait, hold on. I'm not like a lore frog at all, but I swear, like when we first saw Damien, I don't really like. Okay, I like go through the story a little bit. I'm not like super dialed in. I swear there was like a theory that Damien looks like the guy at the outpost. They're not related, are they? Do you know what I'm talking about? The
No.
routine
No.
checkup
people
guy.
are thinking like if he's related or
I'm-
not, but I think
I'm
there were
so
like
far
people
away.
did analysis, so I
Yeah,
don't.
I'm so
think
far away from
people-
what you guys are talking about. that,
You're
like,
literally
when you said
texting. You're
Damien-
so checked out.
No,
bro.
no. I'm looking for breakfast. But when you said Damien, right? I'm trying to think because you guys know I'm not caught up with the story yet. I'm catching up. I'm like, who the fuck is Damien?
Mm.
And I was like, is he talking about Vampire Diaries? Like, I fuck with Damien. That's my favorite character. And I'm like, there's
No, that's
no
Dame
way
Men,
he's talking
Dame
about.
Men.
I know, right? But I'm like, there's no way that's what he's talking about. And then everything
my
clicked. I'm like,
gosh.
oh yeah, I'm still like talking about Zenless right now. So we're here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a crazy screenshot. Holy shit. That was posted in chat.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Wait,
It is okay. Arguably, that's
in
like
the
such a
VC
small
general chat.
detail.
Oh my god.
It's like
That's-
so.
What?
It is like very small. Like you could barely, dude. That could be an enemy for all you
Wait,
know.
I don't-
Honestly,
What
Am I
general
crazy?
Wait,
I
where?
don't see it.
Isn't that?
What general? Wait, what?
Oh, I didn't open it.
VC
it was on the
General?
Twitch chat.
Here. Sorry.
I can-
In
Here
the
you
Twitch
go.
chat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Fluffy Dough, right?
Oh.
Oh. Okay, cool.
Mm.
You could like fairly like. It's so easy to miss that though. You know what I mean? Like you could.
Eagle
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, you could definitely
Yeah.
be like, dude, that's like a fucking new enemy coming up. Like,
Or
or
yeah, it could be.
something
It
like
could
that.
be anything. So,
Mhm.
but
People
Crazy
were
how that-
snooping.
Dude, it's crazy how someone even picked up on that. It's like in the back of like a random
Yeah.
dev video. Like, what the fuck?
See, that's the thing. I'm not actually that surprised because when it comes to snooping in YouTube videos, there are people who are dedicated to like doing everything frame by frame to see, especially for lore crafters and things like that
Yeah.
for like web series. People will frame by frame analyze every single thing. I'm just surprised it happened in like a Zenless dev video. But at the same
Hey,
time, I'm like, okay, I mean, I guess it would make sense if people are curious, right?
That video
People
has
are
so
nosy.
many,
They wanna
so
know.
much gold in it that we keep going back to every conversation. We always go back to those videos.
Yeah, I know that people are crazy here. I'm about to make EO very happy real quick. I know that people are very crazy in the world when it comes to like analyzing videos because example, I'm a huge
As
Tekken
exists.
fan, and anytime a new Tekken character comes out, fighting game, a YouTuber will always they're so sweaty. They will go back to the video and they will count the frames on how fast the new moves are for a character
Oh
demo.
my
They will
God,
literally
that's
sit there
crazy.
What?
and count the fucking frames. And I'm like, okay, now y'all are a little too sweaty for me. What's
That's crazy.
going on,
That's
bro?
crazy.
People are crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, as a final mention to that dev note, if it's the one that I'm thinking of, like, you know, now I'm sure we've like given enough criticism and glaze to the devs, but I do think it's actually quite nice to be able to see or like to like actually see a dev team that like when they describe their game, they don't sound like they're fucking fish out of water. And it was like a little jarring for me because I've seen so many like development diaries or like, you know, like behind the scenes with like other companies
Yeah.
or like with other like studios, I should say, or like dev teams where it's like, and look how great the boobs are, which is like, all right, man, like low hanging fruit, I
mean,
guess. But
I
like,
They know how great the
no,
boobs are. They're like,
I
this
get
is
it.
left unspoken.
But you know, like when I think like when they were describing it, like, you know, they were using very like particular like vocabulary. They're describing their game like very specifically, which I think is like, you know, I'm not, you know, trying to fucking overglaze them or anything, but it's like it's just refreshing. You know, I think and I think it literally was that video where I was like, wow, they fucking care, bro. Like, wow, surprising. Like, honestly, in this fucking day and age.
My favorite moment of the video was when the designer for one of the designers it was sort of near the end after they finished talking about Yuzuha, they asked him who his favorite character was, and he was like, see, I would say Yuzuha, but this other character is still my favorite, even though that was technically the like, you know, Yuzuha promotion dev video. So then like just small stuff like that where they make these kind of honest quips about the game as well also just feel very human and less like they're just trying to promote the stuff to us.
Yeah.
The dev that worked on Alice, yeah.
P.
He was like, yeah, I love Yuzuha more, so even though like Alice is my character, so sorry.
Any last points on that before we kind of wrap things up? There's some things to be said about like smaller events, quality of life, but in particular with the character-oriented conversations. Do we have any?
I actually have a different question, if you don't mind.
What do you want to ask?
How do you guys feel about Lucia?
Like in general, like design wise or meta?
Well, I guess like no, not design wise. I guess we can
Gameplay?
piggyback off of what gameplay and like as I guess meta would probably be the better word. But Kate mentioned something earlier that he talked about like everyone was upset about it, and when you said the Lucia design, I thought you were talking about the whole like anti Miyabi rupture shilling whatever meta coming up. That's what I thought the spicy topic was, and I was like, "Oh, that's not what it is." Cool,
and like more like meta, like
yeah. But I kind of want to know like
okay.
everyone's opinions on that because I mentioned earlier, I think she's kind of like I'm getting closer and closer to believing that she's going to be a must pull for every single person because of what I guess what she enables more so than what she does.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, we can't talk.
Think,
we can't. Wait, go, Muzzy, go.
Like, I think that in general, I would say that Lucia is actually the first support that I would say that is not a must pull. And like, it's completely different from your opinion, simply because the buff that she provides from what they mentioned on the streams, like damage, HP, and sheer force, and of course healing as well. So like, who the hell is using these buffs? Only a really specific group of agents called Rupture Agents. So like, if you are an account that don't use Rupture Agents at all, yes, we have Minato. It's going to be for free, and it's going to be an A rank available on Lucia Banner as well. But if you don't play Rupture Agents, you don't like playing these agents, you just want to keep playing attackers or Rupture, Lucia is pointless for you. You're just going to make use of the damage buff. So like,
so then how many?
I don't know.
that's what I was gonna like get into. I'm glad you mentioned that. How many players do we think or know of, like if we had a percentage on it, who doesn't play Rupture? Especially going into like the Rupture shilling that we have.
Hey, chat, type 1 if you use Rupture or are thinking of getting Rupture, and type 2 if you don't. Yeah, let's engage chat a little bit.
We only have a single character that is a Rupture agent.
But that's what I'm saying, right? Because they skipped Ishwin for Miyabi. So like now you have the free option, which is Minato.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But like, sorry, I was gonna say, isn't this kind of just like they've just released the Astra? Like they've just been releasing the Astra of each of the classes. They released the Astra of the attacks. They released the Astra of the anomalies, and now they're releasing the Astra of the ruptures. I think it's fair to say, Muzzy, that like, yeah, there aren't a lot of Rupture agents right now, and like I could be wrong, but if they decide to just abandon Rupture, like. Shit, why the fuck we even released the kit? You know, like shit, that's crazy. Like because I'm assuming it's just because they're new. You know, like they're not obviously gonna release like I know back to back Rupture, but assuming that it becomes a mainstay, which I mean I'm assuming it is, they're gonna be like I would imagine they're like the HP scaling character type. You know, like and if they're yeah, holy shit, I didn't even put two and two together. That's so fucking funny. But yeah, like if that's what they are. I would imagine like that's the point of her, and like you know, in regards to that, you know, I get it. You are gonna need like a best of the line or like top of the line support that supports the character like archetype. I do just think though that the fact that they decided to go down this route is like a little lazy. Like after I saw Yuzuha, I was like, oh, okay, like they did this, and she's cool, and she, I think, for me, made all the anomaly characters feel fucking crazy, which I was like a super big fan of. But if they're like, yeah, guys, like 2.3, we're getting the Astra of Rupture, and then like, you know, 2.4, they release, I don't know, like a new type. They call it Erudition or some bullshit. And then like, oh, guys, you're going to release the Astra of Erudition. Like, it's like, all right, I guess. But...
I think that we're still going to see a lot of this. Sorry, Kete, but I think that we're still going to see a lot of Astra of something, because Astra kind of set up the standard for support agent. She was the first limited support, and I feel that every single time that we see another support, we expect to be Astra levels of power for any class that they release. So like you mentioned, but the thing about Lucia, like it's just sheer force and HP. And like for example, when we talk about Yuzuha, you can still use her with attacker agents, for example, just as a quick example here, or even Rupture, for example. You can use Astra with Rupture, you can use Astra with anomaly units, but Lucia by herself, you're not using her with, I don't know, Soldier Envy. She's literally not going to buff anything on her.
But think about that's why I guess like the implication, right? Like because she has aftershocks, and so we know we're not going to use her with Sambi, right? So then that kind of alludes they're definitely going to make a Rupture with aftershock DPS focus or something. Because why else? Like why else would they do that? You know. So that's why I'm like in my head I'm thinking like I feel like Lucia is a pivotal. I think she's too good of support to not pick up. If obviously if it, you know your account allows you to pick it up, but you know it's too pivotal of support to not pick up because of what we have now, what we know is coming, and then what we can assume is coming based off of her kit and like what she has going on for it. So like there's a lot just bundled into her that we could see being a thing later on. And then with I guess like with Sambi, we saw that a little bit, right? With Aftershock. They introduced a new attack type, same thing with Ishwin, and that's all we got for months or for patches. So there's nothing else. So if they do it again and we go through this, what are going into Yadhari and Lucia, for all we know, the next characters coming out have nothing to do with Rupture for a little bit. And like this is all you get. And I think as far as like rounding out your account, there's only so many Astras, like physical Astra, not like Astra of something else. But like there's only so many Astras you can put on one team. So it's like you gotta, you know, and now we have the new in game with I think it was 4 teams now, right? 4 teams. The new in game with 4 teams.
That does shake things up quite a bit.
Yeah,
like if you like deep dive into the end game.
We had another conversation just a few weeks ago, right, with all the HP inflation stuff. but not specifically the HP inflation, but like the why about it, right? It was because attacks were getting shielded now, and they were trying to cancel out Anomaly, or I won't say cancel out, but weaken Anomaly. The Miyabi counter that, the infamous Miyabi counter stuff, right? I feel like just looking at what's in front of you and what she or he would provide is a little more important. Or maybe not important, more like you shouldn't just pass it over, without a second thought. Because it's like, yeah, all right, I'm not going to play Rupture. And then you'll be put in the situation where it's like the people that were like playing Anomaly, I'm not going to play attack. And now it's like, oh man, I need an attack character. I don't have this, or I don't want to play Billy. I didn't pull Jshoea, whatever.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty. In my opinion, the way I was seeing it is developers are just trying to catch Rupture up. Think about it at the beginning of the game. We only had 2 Anomaly agents, and then we had a shit ton of Anomaly agents released, and they caught up to attack. And now I just see them doing the same thing. Like they're just trying to catch Rupture up, and then once they catch him up, it'll be a little bit more balanced. I also see.
Kind of like Dendro in Genshin, because when they first released Dendro, they just everyone in Sumeru was Dendro.
Right.
So yeah.
But also, I see them from here on for the future. In my opinion, what they're going to do is very similar to Orphe, where M0 Orphe with her signature is the same strength as M1 Astra for Aftershock agents. So they're just probably going to make more niche characters that are very, very good in their niche. Like Orphe's fantastic in her niche, but she's just meh everywhere else, right? I see them doing that a lot more often in the future.
I think that's a great route, by the way, to go.
Yes,
down.
same.
I think it's. I don't think everyone should be Astra. Like that kind of defeats the purpose of.
I think we should just delete Astra from the game. Personally.
Oh, hey! My girl's got a great quick assist, okay, buddy. Listen, I
she
clutched
just
on that shit quite a bit, buddy. Hold on.
She ruined the game, bro. Everyone's got to be an Astra now. She ruined the game. Then you look at the players. They're gonna be like, hey, bro, can I use Astra on this team? No. Well, how do I play the team? Fuck. Like we're at this point now. We just got to delete Astra. Take her away. Take her away,
hey,
bro.
She's banned on the running button.
No, my girl.
Hey. Dude, the monkey paw is about to curl, bro. You say this shit, they're about to do the Miyabi treatment to Astra, bro. You quick assist, your fucking PC cracks in half. Like, watch out.
Yo, what the fuck?
Dude,
every time she opens her mouth to sing.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Dude, if there's ether damage, bro, like the fucking bolts start flying back at you, you start taking damage. Like, watch out, man.
Folks, we are way overcapped on time. I know we could talk so much more, but let's go around with kind of our final thoughts and maybe even talk about some of the other stuff that we didn't really mention. One thing I want to claim for myself is the photography event. I'm going to be there for fucking hours with that new event for no reason in particular. For business, of course, because I need thumbnails, of course. Not, of course. That's what I'm doing it for.
Dude, do you see the example they used for the frames when they had the shot of Vivian in the air with the Yishuan bird, and then it was black and white? That was so cool. That was actual art.
I love this.
That looks so beautiful.
Cinema,
the frames. Do you think? I feel like for the photography event. Because we've obviously had one before, but then this time they're adding in the extra frames to the camera. I kind of feel like they might add the frames in permanently later as well. Like the event itself in combat, the camera, that's probably never...
The frames are going to be added to the camera?
It's already in towns. Yeah,
it's
really? Already in towns. Yeah, they announced that. Yeah.
Okay.
It is big, though. It looks sick. It looks sick.
The Polaroid as well.
It's really good.
I just want that mode or the camera item like permanently.
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
I mean, the camera mode, the event itself, if they make it like permanent stuff, I think it's going to lose some of the shine of it. You see. Like, I think that it needs to be like a rotating event.
I want it for my thumbs. Like,
I
cut everything out.
Sure.
Don't wait.
We need to farm it right now. We use a dispatch to farm all these thumbnails for the rest of the year. That's it.
What about the new characters? You can only do it for the characters that are currently out.
Maybe they should add this to the creator server or something like a
Yeah,
permanent.
you know what I'm saying? Now make it
Creator
permanent.
server
Yeah.
exclusive.
No. Before you guys get any of this shit, bro, can we please? Sorry, this is the last thing. Dude, please fucking add a real fucking training room, man. Why the fuck am I
Oh,
fighting elite
Oh,
mobs?
please.
Ah,
Amen.
dude, oh my
Amen.
god, 2 fucking counters,
Amen.
bro, and please,
Yep.
please, I'm begging you.
Amen.
Sorry, my one crash out of the fucking servers, bro. I swear on my life.
Real training mode would be great.
It would be so fucking good, man. Honestly, that's my dude. Honestly, hey, I'm taking it down a peg. I'm giving my final rating 7.98, bro. If they listen, I'll raise it back up if they give me the fucking training room shit, bro. I'll go back. I'll relent.
This guy's a review bummer. Come on now. What is this?
Dude, oh my gosh. Dude,
Anything
some
under an
sacrifices
8, you're a
have to
hater.
be made. Some sacrifices have to be made, man. It is what it is.
This is in your Hoyoverse title.
That's right.
How dare you? Okay.
Uh,
Are we wrapping
Kate,
up?
what's your highlight?
What's my highlight? Other than Lucy has a nice ass, but yeah, nice live stream. Yeah.
Oh my god.
W.
Ridiculous.
But it could have been better. Ask could have been better. It was
Yeah,
nerfed, right?
it was nerfed slightly, but
It
it's
was
still
nerfed,
nice.
yeah.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
If that's nerf, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Josh is
Alright.
like, that's plenty for me. That's plenty for me, bro. You know? Final takeaway, I
Well,
think it's cool. Or no, go ahead.
Oh no, I'll just say, I mean, mine was actually, this is probably so silly, but you know the QOL where they made it so that now when you're sorting by discs, see, I say this as the singular person in this call who is not a meta nerd. The fact that it tells you the recommended substats now too just makes it so much better because now I don't have
very
to
nice.
actually think whenever
Yeah, it's
I
really
go through my
nice.
relics.
Hey, that's taking business away from us. Hey, you take that shit back. We're going on
No,
fucking
that's right.
strike,
That's
dude.
right. All
Dude,
those
this special
farming, all
training
those
plan-
farming
My
guys
lazy
that they
ass
did
is
before. Like, come
thriving.
on now.
Hey, whose side are you on? Hey, take a stand right now. What's going on? Were you trying to put us out of business or what's up?
Hey, Connor, I literally saw someone in the live stream say that I was like, "Oh, they're highlighting the ones we don't want now," and I'm like, "Yep, we're still in business."
yeah, let's get it.
Misery.
Yeah, we're good. Yep, we're good.
W.
There we go. Yeah, but that's the one like thing. Like majority of the times, it's probably going to be like very conventional. Like if it's attacker, get attack, get crit, blah blah blah. But like, yeah, for some characters, it might pose an issue for that specific mechanic. So just everybody be wary.
Yeah.
Oh,
And go
wait,
follow
can I
our
say one more
guides.
thing?
Yes.
Yeah, go Guide Central. Everyone here. Oh, sorry. The last thing was, okay, this is actually such a like nothing ball of the QOL, but you know how they're removing the red dots for a lot of the content too?
Oh.
The fact that they even thought of doing that and just like implemented it just for fun, because they didn't have to. They could have just been like, yeah, fuck your red dots. Just clear the notifications, bro. But the fact that, and the thing is, it's not like the notifications are gone. They just changed specific ones so that it gives people less anxiety for seeing the red dots. Because if it says new versus the red dot, then you aren't as worried. So the fact that they even thought of doing that and then just implemented it out of nowhere, because I didn't really see people complaining about the red dots that much personally. Again, sorry, I'm glazing again, but it just like all of these every single time. Yeah, every single time they implement quality of life, I feel like they just add some quality of life that I just did not even think of. But then clearly they thought of it, right? Which again just kind of like instills trust in me that they are actively constantly thinking about ways to just make it a better experience for the player, which makes me feel good as a player too. So yeah, that's my final glaze. Final glaze. I always love the QOL, even if it's not that like crazy flashy.
Yeah.
I always think the QOL is fun.
Muzzy, you got your points, or you got your highlights?
I mean, I think there's nothing much to add, honestly, about the special program and everything. I think that it was definitely really good. Like Age said about all the production of the special program, I love it as well. All the it was like super thematic, everything. It was a really great one. Could be better. It can always be better. That's for sure.
Yes.
But it was a really good one. Period. I stick to my 9 out of 10. I'm not going to drop 1 point or anything.
No, I'm still at 8.5.
There we go.
All right.
Solid, solid. I'll stay at my 8. I was a solid 8.
Actually, if I can add one thing, but this is probably just going to work for some meta players or Deadly Assault players, stuff like this. Can we please get disc loadouts on the game? I beg this for every single
Yes.
patch. Like, come on, please.
We're almost there, man. Increased loadout slots.
Almost.
Dude.
Increase team slots.
Oh, dude, this is like a super. I don't know if they'll ever expand on this. Them allowing us to do an endgame mode with preset characters. That's an interesting precedent.
Oh yeah, I
Interesting.
saw that. I wrote that down, but I didn't.
That
Was it
is
just for
very
the story, or was it for the actual in-game mode?
So basically, you know how there's like the fucking babies first, like Deadly Assault, or like babies first Shiyu.
Yeah.
Effectively, the babies first Shiyu version of the new endgame mode can all be done. Like the permanent easy mode can be done with a preset character, or like a
Oh, that's so nice.
Characters, yeah.
which is cool.
That's so
And then
nice,
if you want
yeah.
to do the recurring like weekly one, that one you have to, giddy up. But like, I mean, if the reception to it is positive, I mean, like I would never have even in a million years expected them to give us that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I like that.
Anybody else?
I think it's just ego. I think it's just ego.
I feel like I yapped enough. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty positive, right? Chat, I yapped enough, yeah? You guys don't want to hear me yap anymore, so.
What happened to you? You is like, this is not the kind
Feels
of thing
ready
that
to
you
nap.
would say.
Feels like, okay, let's wrap it up.
Yeah,
I can go to sleep.
I'm running on 2 hours.
Chat, I don't know
Oh
if
my
chat's
God,
been noticing. I
same,
like
that's
literally
fine.
almost passed out like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Okay, there is one final thing that I don't think I've mentioned, but I think it's probably the most important thing for like the general player base. I hope, like I'm really crossing my fingers because like, pattern recognition and like all fucking past, indicators that pointed towards it. If the story is long, like, and I hope this for every single patch, if the story is like a fucking 6-hour like slogger, it is just going to absolutely ruin the patch for people. Like it has to be like this is something that I've like noticed. If the patch is like consumable in like, again, it doesn't have to be riveting, it doesn't have to be ground shattering. If it's between like 2 and like probably 4 hours, like not skipping, like if it's between 2 and 4 hours, like you sit there and you go through it, great. Like, I think if you can write a semi-compelling, semi-sad story, whatever, in 2 to 4 hours, you've hit the fucking sweet spot. If it's not, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think there are that many, like, HSR comprehending or, like, Genshin story non-skipping, like, people in the Zenless community like that. But holy shit, man. Like, a 10-hour, 20-hour to get through, like, the story type shit. Or, honestly, even I'll say it. Listen, if you like the temple, you're a freak. Like, don't give me some shit like that. Don't give me some fucking
100%
20-hour
agree
shit.
with you.
Like,
I 100%
Oh my
agree.
God.
don't give
Oh
me
my
any of
God.
that
Drama
shit,
with
and
the
it's
temple.
a banger, dude.
That
Like,
temple thing
If you
is
like
so
the
ass.
temple, you're a freak.
Dude, just like the bottom line is like, I feel like the line is set at the ground, and like it is what it is. Like, don't get me wrong, you get free rewards, whatever. It is what it is. Listen, I could have just done like, they keep bringing it back. I'd have gladly done like 720 fucking weeks of that battery event where I log in, use my energy, give me the fucking rewards, bro. Just keep doing back and forth. What's her name? Shawl or whatever?
Shaw,
Bro, she needs
Shaw,
business,
yeah.
Like, hey, let her get paid, okay? Like, it is what it is. And yeah, like, again, I think it's, so long as like we hit this bottom line, I don't think it really matters what else they add, because like I think what keeps people here the longest is the story. Like, the want to
characters.
know what happens. Like personally, I'm still holding out that Phaethon ends up being like a playable character. Bro, we can't get all this power for fucking nothing, bro. Like, don't tell me all this power so we can fucking explore in this fucking Hollow Zero fucking budget exploration mode. Please, dude. My eyes were glowing. We fucking blew up and we
playable
survived. Like, please.
Yeah.
please, like something, or like make us like an assist, or like make us a bang boo. Fuck it, bro. Something. But yeah,
Bang
that's
boo.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything like that. That's my
Yeah.
that's my prey.
Me and Age are probably like the closest to like the story like oriented people because we lost Az very early on. But as far as what I've gathered from the story, I don't want to doom it for you guys, but like there's a lot of like smaller things that you guys are gonna want to pick up because it's gonna bleed in to 2.4 and beyond. Like this is like kind of like how they mentioned Obscura in 2.1 and that kind of like, you know, goes into 2.2 and how like we have this like full on freaking army and everything and, you know, it's gone, you know, blah, 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 blah in 2.2. Like they're going to touch up on some little things and like, you know, in terms of like the dreamscape and stuff like that, that probably might be applied to, you know, a lot of the plot points and vehicles and stuff that they'll use throughout the rest of the story. So like I don't want to be too
and
like
they kind of like they drip tease I think things for the future as well. I saw chat bring up the Vivian prophecy with the wings as well from 1.7 or 6. One of the Mockingbird patches.
Mhm.
The, you know, Vivian had her prophecy and the vision. And like that still hasn't happened, and so yeah, they tease a lot of things very out of context in previous story, only to bring it back later to tie in. So there are like some things that you do have to pay attention to as you play through it as well.
Yeah.
But I think they do a pretty good job at like re-explaining it when it does become relevant again. So even I think for people who are just kind of like going through the story, not paying super close attention, they still are able to understand what's going on for the most part.
Yeah.
Because they definitely make the Zenless story a lot more approachable for, you know, people who are just kind of like casually reading it, kind of like a, you know, more casual comic experience, right? That's the vibe of the game in general. So
He was like, we are
I'll
way
cut it
over
off here.
time.
This is my last
And-
point, and this we're gonna cut off here. I just want you guys to be a little bit wary that this story is probably one of the more like filler oriented type of stories, but it'll still give us a lot of lore that'll be used later on. So anyways, folks, thank you so much for joining us. Had an amazing time yapping with all of you guys, and bringing on some new folks to the post. What is it? What do I call this? The post, whatever.
Post
I don't know.
Podcast.
program.
Post
Is this wait?
program.
Is this going to be a normal thing after every
Yes.
live stream?
Yes.
PPP.
Oh, I like it.
It's the PPP post.
You can't have the
Post-program
PPP.
pod.
That's already copyrighted by me. You can't use
What is your PPP?
it's inappropriate for a stream, but it involves
Fuck, are we talking about PPs?
It
No,
involves
it's not
the
PPs.
program. It
PPPs.
involves
PPPs.
you know, it
Different.
involves the program, it involves the male genitalia, and it involves pleasuring women. So
Wait,
it
what?
is-
I don't
Hey,
think
I'm
we
for- I'm
have to
for women.
explain this.
So-
I think we can leave it at this.
Program
please.
penis pussy.
What?
End the fucking stream!
Everybody, thank
Holy
you so
shit!
much
Wait,
for
what does that
catching it.
mean?
We got
What does that mean?
Age, Kana,
Age
Io,
is a
Kate,
fucking freak,
Muzzy,
bro.
and Jshoea. Thank you so much for watching.
What? No, that's-
If this is going on YouTube, make sure you guys go check everybody out. Go subscribe to us, and also as and the amazing folk that have been before on the show and that might come on the show. A lot of friends weren't able to make this show, but we'll definitely have them next time. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Everybody give your best NPC wave, except for Kate. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, the bang was doing
My
it for him
chip.
up there.